Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to tonight's show. How's everyone doing? You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you are doing well. Sorry about the slight delay. It was some technical issues again. You guys, was some little technical issues, but not from my side this time around. My guests couldn't hear me, so we're trying to figure it out instead of coming. We always try to do some sound check. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you. I love you guys. You're welcome to tonight's show. Thanks for your patience. Have you subscribed? I hope you guys use the opportunity to hit the like button while we were trying to figure this thing out. Did ya? Did you do that? Please hit the like button, subscribe if you've not done so, and smash that notification so that you get notification every single time we post or we come on live to do a show. You are watching Obodo TV. Thank you very much for all that you do to support us on this platform. Thank you to my wonderful, amazing family. Obodo fam, you guys are the best. Let me just go to tonight's show because if I want to start giving you updates, we will spend the whole day doing updates. So I'm saving the updates for later. Tonight I have a lady who's come to share her story with us, her experience. This is her lived experience. This is her life story. She's quite fragile at the moment, but she's a survivor. She's not like we usually stay on this platform. She's not a victim. She's a survivor. And I want to appeal to you brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, to please be kind as always. Listen with an empathetic ear and put on your cap of compassion if you're watching this later on. If you've got nothing to say that is going to encourage our sister, please do not say it. Okay? We are not here to judge. We are not here to bash anyone. This is her own experience. She's telling it from her own perspective. And all we are here to do is provide solution. Okay? Is to find support to help how we can make her be in a better place. Okay? So that's why we are here today. So please, guys, let us show her love. Let us respect her, and please be compassionate towards her. Thank you so much, Mabudo fam. I love you very much. God bless you. So I've got Favor tonight. Her name is Favor. So help me to welcome Miss Favor. Hi, Favor.
Hello, today. Hi,
How are
everyone.
you? Is your
Hi,
YouTube on
everyone.
somewhere at the background?
Um, it is on, but the volume is down.
Yeah, we can still hear it. Can you put it off then you watch this later because it always bounces back. So if
Okay,
you just put it off completely, it will help with the sound.
okay.
Okay?
Is that better now?
Yeah. If you just turn it off, switch off YouTube completely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, my darling. You're welcome, Favor. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I first of all want to celebrate you for coming. I know it was a long journey, and you and I were going back and forth, but finally you are here to the glory of God. So congratulations to you for having the
Thank you.
courage to come and share your experience tonight. How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
Mm, not for us, but yeah, it's important. I say it's important. I say this for my own healing and so that others could learn as well. So yeah.
Okay. So the people here are Obodo fan people, at least the regular ones, which are 99.9% are always they are usually very supportive, they are very kind, they don't judge, and we're all here to learn. And hopefully by the time this show is over today, you are going to be in a better place by the grace of God.
Amen. Thank you.
Right. Tell us a little bit about your situation and why we are here today.
Yes. I'm here because um I met this guy in Nigeria and he brought me to the UK. So that's
Yeah.
the
How
reason why.
how did you meet him?
I actually met him in a nightclub with my friends. And it
Oh.
happened that my friend that I was with, they knew him, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is like a family friend to them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and we
I
went,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, and the relationship went off and on because obviously it wasn't here, it wasn't there in Nigeria. And the time I met in 2000, communication wasn't like now.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no telephone. I had to go to a place where they had landline telephone to receive his call. I had to wait for his call. So when once that is missed, communication was a bit difficult
Yeah. So was it
until
visiting? It was visiting from the UK to Nigeria.
actually then it wasn't in the UK. It was somewhere.
Oh,
It was in Germany.
I see. I see.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, go on.
So then after a while, 2000 and some 2004, 5, 6, because the communication system was better then, we're able to send emails, call each other and all that. Although there was break in the communication at one point, but 2006-ish thereabout, he started communicating regularly again, and then made his proposal, marriage and all that. And within weeks, he said he was going to come, and then we did it. You know,
Right.
we got married, did the traditional one, just in a small way, low key thing,
Mm-hmm.
and also to the registry. But when we got to the registry, it was there and then he told me just few minutes for us to go in. That I had to change my details. Meanwhile, at this time, I was already, though I left, um, I did my diploma in social work sometime 1999. I didn't gain admission because they couldn't find my results. So I had to stay out of study for a while till I went back
That was in
again.
Nigeria. This happened in Nigeria.
Yes,
Okay.
till I went back again. So when I eventually got married to him, I was in my second year in uni in Nigeria.
Okay.
So it was a bit difficult for me because I realized that getting married to him meant I was going to leave my studies. And,
Mm-hmm.
this was something I had worked so hard to go back to. And
Mm-hmm.
even my dad was really worried. He was, it was like 50-50 because he actually all this time wanted me to go back to school. And
Mm-hmm.
then at the same time, because I was already this time around, I was over 30, thereabout. He
Mm-hmm.
was already getting worried that I wasn't yet settled.
Yeah.
So when he came, my dad was now like, I spoke with my dad, and it was now like, yeah, in as much as I'm really happy you went back to school and everything, but at the same time, I want you to go to get married. So he said, okay, probably will do it this way. You get married because um you're getting older, you
My
know,
church. Yeah.
matured and all that. That's
Mm-hmm.
you might not have much time left, but study, you can always study at any time. You
So
can
your
get
dad said that. Your dad said you should get married first because you are above 30, that you can always study at any time.
yes.
Okay.
So we agreed that okay, we'll go for that, even though I was, the stage I was. So we agreed to go married to him. Then, you know, at the registry, a few minutes for me to go in, he told me that, oh, look, you have to change your details because some years before he tried to bring me abroad. He applied, but it was through a fraudulent way. It was fake. The other way, through the back door.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried that one and it didn't work. So, but that one I had my full details, my real name and everything. So it was
Mm-hmm.
while I was at the registry, he said to me that, oh, you have to change your name details because you remember we used your original name before to apply, and you were there personally. You went for the interview. That it will be important. It will be necessary for me to change my details.
What does it
Oh,
mean by change your details, favor? What did it mean? Like you shouldn't use your real name, you have to
yeah, I
change your
didn't.
date of birth and
Yeah,
things
my
like that.
date of birth. Yeah, yeah. I just change those. Make some changes. So that really made me unhappy. I didn't, but I didn't have time to think. It was just, It was either I said I wasn't going to do it, then there's no marriage or whatever, you know.
This was at the registry when you were going to get married.
Yes, just few minutes for us to go in to be
So
able
the
to get.
name on the birth certificate now, it has to be a fake name.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Carry on.
Not entirely fake, but I made
Mm.
some changes, around it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I had to do, and it really bothered me. I wasn't too happy because of that, because knowing fully whether that was going to make my certificate useless, my results useless, and a lot of things. I It was going to make them change.
Yeah.
But I had to do what I had to do, and so
Okay.
got married. It took me a year before I was able to join him, because they refused initially, and he appealed, and they now gave me the visa, and I got here. When I got here, and it dawned on me that I never knew this person, and yeah, it dawned on me that there were more. That what I thought I was coming to wasn't what I was coming to.
So
So
the period you were dating, Favor, was a long distance because he was living in the diaspora. You said he was living in Europe, Germany.
yeah,
Um, so it was a
and
long
later
distance
and
courtship.
later moved to UK. Yeah,
Then he moved to UK. So you didn't really spend time. How long was the longest you ever spent with him before this marriage and you coming to live here?
probably 2 weeks or so, and
Right.
I think that 2 weeks, it was enough for him to hide his true character. To be honest, because I'm t- I wasn't living in the same state as him.
Mm.
You see, so and besides, even if I was saying, I think he had this. He knew his plans. So
Okay.
obviously,
Okay. I'm going to
mm,
ask you something now, right?
mm,
Thank you.
mm,
You are doing very well. You're doing very well. I didn't even know that you are very composed. You sound very confident. You're doing well. Okay. If you need to drink water, you need to pause, just let me know. Okay.
mm.
Right. So somebody is asking a very, very vital question here. Ice is saying, was it not registered? Because I know in Nigeria, for you to do registry, you need to first of all file the papers. Like you need to inform them, sign some papers. They even put the picture or whatever out there before the day of the wedding. Did he do that, or did you do that for the day of the
I think
marriage?
I think his family member did that, but he didn't include my. I'm not sure it had to do with my. I don't know if my date of birth was included, but I know they did something like that.
I see. Okay.
Mm.
So you changed your name or you moved things around and then you came to the UK. What happened when you got here?
Um. hmm, hmm. So anyway, when I got here, I faced the reality. To be honest, there were lies.
Give me an
Um.
example of the lies that you found out that he had told you something that was not the case.
First of all, I think one of the first lies I noticed was he told me he had tenants in the house. Um, I was like, okay. I tried to ask him, who are they? He just said there's a couple, and just. But when I got to the house, I was just, a day or two. The lady just opened the door, just came in, opened the door. I was shocked. I was like, who are you? She said, I'm the one living in this room. I'm like, hi, oh. I just, pretended as if, I knew. Well, I went to ask him. I said, "You didn't tell me. If you didn't feel bold enough to tell me when I was in Nigeria, at least you should have had the gall to tell me when I came here that, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's the lady that's in there." It was like,
Mm-hmm.
just waved it, like, just waved it, but you've seen it now. This is UK. That's how it is.
So he had a lodger who was a female in the house. Was it his house? Did he buy it or was he renting?
Actually, he said he bought the house with his brother.
Okay. So you how many rooms was it? How many did you rent out?
Two.
It was two bedroom.
It was three. He rented out two of the rooms. We were in one room together.
Okay. All right. Go on.
Hmm.
And how did things manifest when you got here and trying to settle down into the system and all
Yes,
that?
yes. So when I got here, I thought, oh, okay, because I didn't come with most of my clothes. I left my clothes in Nigeria. I only
Mm-hmm.
came with native attires, and the rest things were food.
Mm-hmm.
Because he likes food and he asked me to get those things. So
Mm-hmm.
which I did. So I was
Mm-hmm.
waiting to say, oh, shopping, but nothing like that. And I didn't have enough clothes, so I had to look for it, go to his coins he left around, and I would go to Primark to get t-shirts and not even good clothes because the coins, I just had to look for £3, £2 worth of clothes that I could wear. And
Mm-hmm.
at the point, the lady next, because she saw my pictures, I showed her my pictures when I was in Nigeria. So at the
Mm-hmm.
point, she now said to me that, how come it's only t-shirt you are wearing? I just smiled. I just said, don't worry. I just, waved it around. I just said, don't worry. But each time I said, oh, I need clothes, it was on a deaf ear. So there
Right.
was a day, it said, I told him, I said, it's getting cold now. I need a coat or jacket. I need something to keep me warm. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's go. And as I was going, I thought he was taking me to somewhere reasonable. Guess what? He took me to? Took me to a charity shop to buy a coat.
Okay.
And then
So okay. So it's Mizy. Okay, we've established that it's Mizy with his money. Right. What other things did you see that made you know that this is not the dream marriage that you thought you were coming to the UK for?
yeah, the next day, when I woke up the next day, he said to me, he said, this is the site, job center. Start looking for job. I was now like, okay, right, okay, what
What do
job?
you mean by the next day? The next day in what way? The day you came to the UK, the very next morning.
Yeah, the very next day. Yeah,
You
he
mean
said,
that you got to the UK favor? Let's say you got to the UK today. Tomorrow morning, your husband gave you job center contact and say start looking for job.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. How did you navigate that?
So I was shocked, and I asked him. I said, what kind of job? He said, any job. Okay, look for cleaning, look for cleaning, any kitchen work or anything. I was not like, but what if they ask if do I have the experience? So just tell them that you tell them that you've already done it. So he said, just this is a site. Just make sure you look for jobs there. He told me how to put the search, the kilometers and all that.
Well, did
So
you
and
have a national insurance at that time? And before I can even ask the question, I trust my subscribers. They are so smart.
no, I
Did you
didn't have a
already have
national.
NI? Were you registered to a bank? Did you register with GP and all that normal things that you do when you migrate to
No,
this part of the world?
no, I haven't done all that. I haven't done that, but he or immediately straight away made I think he rang the job centers or job center. He rang them to give me an interview date and all that. So they gave me an interview date. So he said any place I find job I will show them my interview um letter or whatever
Mhm.
that they will understand that they will know that that is already in process.
So, okay, so without national insurance, for you guys that live in the US or Canada, what we call national insurance in the UK is what you call social security number. So you need that for you to work. Okay, you have to have that to work. But obviously, this was not the case because why was it so important for him the next day that you arrived from Nigeria for you to get a job? Why do you think it was so important for him?
I think it was important for him because, to be honest, probably that was the purpose of bringing me here to use me and to make money.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened next?
So that day I didn't find any job, and when he got back, he asked me immediately, "Have you found anything?" I said, "No." "Oh, do you think you came here to sleep, to watch TV? Do you think that's what you came here to do?" Huh? The day I got to UK, that's the day I started working. I was like, okay, wow.
How long were you in the UK now before did you think you came here to sleep? Discussion. How long were
I
you
was,
here for?
I was like 2 or 3 days.
Okay, guys, please, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Because before I bring my ladies here, the people that come
Mm.
here, we usually have a chat. So Favor and I had this chat, but I need to, I need to give this matter belle. Make we give am belle, as our people will say. Favor, are you okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How can somebody come from the Africa to the abroad the very next day you are telling them to find work? This is somebody you married from home. Oh. You've not done honeymoon, you've not stayed together. It was a long distance marriage, oh, or the long distance relationship before you finally got married. Okay. And then the third or fourth day you say, did you think you came here to watch television? You have to go and work, because she's not the first person that is telling us about, Ella told us the same thing, that the man said, I didn't bring you here to come and sleep. You have to pay me back the money. These are Ella's words specifically. The husband said to her, you have to pay me back the money I used to bring you. Favor is saying the same. These women don't know each other. Oh, okay? Favor is saying the same thing now, that the husband said, I didn't bring you here to come and sleep. You have to come and work. Okay, so go on, my love.
Even that statement you said, whenever we had issues, my he used to say to my dad, "Hey, I brought her here, I brought her here," and it got to a point my dad was so vexed, and he said, "Come on, what are you saying? You brought her here, fine, good. She's made sacrifices as well. She left her studies. I we have to consider this. She left her studies, and he finished with him." My dad said to me, he said, "How much did he spend to take you? I don't mind paying it, you
Yeah,
know. But I
yeah.
just said to my dad, and after all those discussions, when my dad said all that, we both made sacrifices. He didn't like my dad until my dad died. He didn't like him anymore.
Where was your mom in all this? Because you kept saying your dad, your dad. Was your mom late?
Oh, I lost my mom when I was only 11 years.
Oh, so
Yeah,
sorry
so
about that. Hmm.
sadly, I'm an orphan now.
You're not fan. We're in the same club, my dear. Don't worry. Well, that's why we're here to support each other. You are not alone anymore. Okay. From today, I'm telling you, your phone will be bombarded. You self will run from calls. Don't worry. Okay. So, did you manage to get a job, or how did you navigate this whole thing of you have to go and get a job now? You didn't come here to sleep.
Um, I did. There was a day we went out and went to, what's it called, Pizza Hut, and he took me to job at McDonald's. I said, go and ask them for job. I said, ask what? He said, go and ask them for job. And he said, okay, let's go. As he was going, I just turned back. I just turned. I went back. And when he got to the till, he looked, he didn't find me. I said, oh, he came back shouting. Why? What? I said, what do you mean? Ask them for what job? What job do I know? Do I know how to operate anything there? I didn't even know how to operate anything. So it was when we went for my NI um appointment. That was when it
Mhm.
was eager. He was asking them, do you have any job available at the moment? Do you this one?
Ah, ah.
And the guys were like, oh, we will check. And straight away they got a kitchen assistant job. And they said, okay, she could even start in the next day. They were like, oh, really, bro, bro. And yeah, you should see the excitement in him. I was like, wow, okay. And straight away it was like, oh, well, yeah. His countenance changed. So on our way going, I was like, oh, I couldn't help but say, oh, thank God, I wouldn't look like a liability anymore. So thank God now at least I've got a job, you know.
Hmm.
He was so mad. How can you say that? And this is what you're saying, ungrateful, or you're being ungrateful. This one. I had to apologize to my boss. Please, sorry. Oh. So from there we went to Asda. He
So
had
you
to
took
get
the
me my
job. Yeah, okay, yeah. You went to ask that to go and buy uniform. Yeah.
yeah, went to get uniform. And
Mhm.
when we got to Asda, it's black and white, black trouser, white top. And he took me to where they sell those items. And I took a trouser that I felt was okay because it's a bit stretchy and I knew that would last longer. So I said
Mhm.
to him, I said, okay, this is the one I like. It was
Mhm.
£10.
Mhm.
Immediately straight away he reprimanded me.
In the shop.
Why are you always going for the expensive things? Why? This is £10 trouser, £10.
Babe,
Why are
I'm
you always
sorry
going?
if I laugh, if I giggle, please. You know, the day me and you talk this story, both of us laugh until I wanted to faint. The story, as sad as it is, it is so funny because there's something somebody said to me a long time ago in Nigeria, and now I'm beginning to reflect on it that is real. There's difference between poverty, being poor, and having a poverty mentality, a poverty spirit. When you have a poverty mentality and a poverty spirit, no matter how much you have, how much resources you have, or how much money you have, you always think like a somebody who is the poorest person in this world. So
Hmm.
you people fought because of £10 trouser.
My sister, they said it was too expensive. Oh. I should
Mhm.
go and get I should get a cheaper one. What about this one? This one is £5. What about that
Okay.
one? I said, okay, I will take £5. So, all right. So I took the £5 one, and I wore it to work. It's only 3 or 4 times I wore it. The thing open mouth, it got torn. So I went to meet him. I said, see, Oga, my boss, look at the trouser you said I should buy you.
Hmm.
Penny wise, pound foolish. I said, look at it now. It's torn.
Mhm.
We now
Mhm.
have to go and buy. We had to go and buy the same one he
Mhm.
didn't want to buy initially.
Yeah.
Same person, yeah. We went to a shop. We went to Lidl, Aldi, where his own security the guy, because he does security job. His
Yeah.
friend was working there, yeah, and we decided to do shopping. As we're doing the shopping, I took I don't know if you know brioche bread, because it's soft, and I
Mhm.
thought, oh, this bread look like agege bread. It's soft like agege bread.
Yeah.
I thought, because the other breads I saw, they were not as soft as agege, and probably the look as well. I don't know. So
Yeah.
I picked that. Oh my goodness, how dare I do that? Why are you taking this expensive one again? There's the loaf of bread for 60, I mean, for 50p or whatever there. Why are you taking the one for £1, 10p? Oh my word. I had to drop it
For
in
bread
shock.
again. You quarrel for bread again. Chineke, man.
And to my amazement, do you know what happened? His friend, the security guy, was right in front of us. He stood there. When he saw that, the guy is an Iranian guy. The guy didn't say anything. You know what he did? He
Mm.
took the bread, he went to the till, he
Bought
paid
it.
for it, and came to
Mm.
give it to me.
That's
And
a real man.
the person I call husband, he did not even feel ashamed, or neither did he apologize or say anything.
Okay. Let's move on from, we've established that, there's some poverty mentality and some crazy stinginess about 1p, £10, all this kind of small change that we used to, do sacrifices. Let's
Mhm.
move on, my dear. What happened
Yeah.
then after all this? You were working now as a kitchen assistant, even though that you were an undergraduate in Nigeria and you had to dump your studies to come and marry. Right.
Yes. I started working, and
Mhm.
while one of these Saturdays, he um took me to the bank and said he wanted me to open an account um, with him. So they said, no, it's not possible. I have to be in the country for up to 6 months before I
To
can
open
open
a
an
bank
account.
account.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
So then I said that was the only thing they could do. So for 6 months, I had to use his account.
For your salary.
Um, my salary, for my salary, yeah, my wages had to go into his account.
Mhm.
And because of the way he was pushing me, I was doing lots of hours that period, because cleaning job or domestic assistant or catering
We're all
assistant,
doing
all of
all.
them, I was taking them to please
Kowo
him.
pe. Kowo pe.
So this money the monies were going into his account, and at the
Mhm.
end of the month, I didn't see any money. So it got to a point, it got to this This period, my sister from my family, they rang me to say one of my sisters was ill, if I could help with some money. And I started begging this man, please, only they need only £200, please. Hey, money's finished. Did community bring you here? Do you think community brought you here? The money's finished. The money is finished. How, how,
Solution focus is an Asan man, no. In case you're asking, is your
how,
is Asan. This brother we are talking about is Asan, and I believe you are Asan as well, right?
no, it's not Esan. It's
It's not
Aura.
Asan. It's Aura. Okay, you
Mhm.
are you the one that is Asan?
Yes.
Okay, you are Asan, right? Okay. So the money for your for your sister that was ill was £200, and you were working, pay money, all your wages into his account, and you wanted to send money for your sick sister. And what happened with that?
I had to beg him. I had to beg him to give me, and he grudgingly went to the cash point, used all because it's very huge and big. He covered the cash point with all his body, so I could not dare see the
See
pain.
the pin.
I never knew the beginning of the pin, or neither did I know the end of the pin number. Till I was able to open my accounts.
So he gave you the money with begging, and then you were able to send it.
Yes.
Okay, go on. Tell me about. There was another issue that was going on simultaneously while this was on, about you working and enslaving yourself, doing all these mania jobs just to make money. Immediately you got to the UK. There was something else that was going on in your private life with him. Tell us a little bit about that.
Um, I don't know if I is it about the baby?
Yes, about the baby.
Oh yeah. So 2 months after I got there, he started asking. Initially, I said to him, can I continue my studies? No, 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 no. That's not the focus. That's not the priority now. We need to start a family. I said okay. So after 2 months, he started asking me how far, what's happening. I've been working so hard.
Mhm.
Are you not pregnant yet, or do you have a problem? Is there a problem with you? Say it now. I was like, I was like,
Oh, Favor is so funny. See, is there a problem with you? Say it now. Let's hear it.
I was like, no, there's no problem with me. But
Mhm.
I began to get worried.
Mhm.
So I went to the doctor, my doctor. By this time, he has registered me with the doctor. So I went to the doctor and I said, um, please, can you check me if I'm okay to have a baby and all that? Well, like, the doctor was like, oh, okay. So how long have you been trying? I said,
Two
just over
months.
2 months. She was like, what? What?
Favor,
I've been
your
trying for.
YouTube is still on. I can hear it.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
somebody has YouTube on in your place. Maybe you should
No,
go
no.
to another room if somebody is
It's,
watching it.
no, maybe it's my TV. I don't know.
Uh, just mute it.
No, it's
Because I'm
not.
hearing myself. I'm
Is it
telling
okay
you,
now?
yeah, Favor story is so funny. Trying for baby for 3 months. And you
So
went
the
to
doctor,
GP.
so the doctor
Okay.
said, people have been
Mhm,
trying for years.
mhm,
You are just here, 2 months, and come on. She said, don't worry. Okay, okay, don't worry. I'm sure, but before the next time you visit me, you will be pregnant.
mhm.
So, and that was the case. You know, but the next time I went to her for a test and all that, I was pregnant. Well, did I tell you? But I thought, somebody that said was asking me for if I was pregnant. By the time I told him, I thought he would jump
And
to
be
heaven and
happy.
come back and be excited. Did I even hear congratulations? Did I even see any? Did I even see any of that? No, hell no.
Hmm.
Did
Okay.
I even receive any preference, any treatment that they give to pregnant women? No. I was busy working, and I would beg him, come and pick me from work because I have to walk 30 minutes from my place of work to the train station, to where I
Mhm,
will catch the bus. And from there to the train station, when I get to the train station, I'll walk another 30 minutes. And
mhm,
this guy will be at home or just from work. And I
mhm.
used to say, I used to beg him, can you please come pick me? or even take me to work. Just
Hmm.
he
Was he
would say,
driving?
yeah, yeah, I was driving. He would say,
Hmm.
no, no, I should catch a bus. And guess what? He was busy going to like 3 or 4 of his colleagues, going to their house to pick them, because apparently they were paying £5, or I don't know how much, peanuts. They were paying to take them to work.
Okay,
So he prepared that.
I just couldn't deal when Favor first told me this story. So Favor said that she that was his pregnant wife, he would not give her a lift to the bus stop or to her job. But this her husband will go and be picking friends and other people and be doing unregistered Uber for stipends. So this poverty mentality is deep, oh, my people. It's not registered as Uber or taxi, but because he want to make serious cheap stakes, because he wants to make small, small £5 here, £3 here, he will go and pick them and be dropping them in their workplaces. But the pregnant wife was working 30 minutes to catch a bus to work. And this is the baby he dragged her to GP for after 3 months of arriving in the UK and not getting pregnant. Okay, carry on, my love.
Yeah, and it continued. He didn't like any of his friends or anybody near us to give me any compliments. His face would be like this, how dare you. So each time I would be praying nobody should give me any compliments, so please just keep your mouth to yourself. That was, I got to a point I became, if you give me compliment, like somebody shocked me, you know. It continued like that. There was also times that, like I told you about the car.
Mhm.
Even when I had my daughter, she was like 13, 14 months. I will be taking her to nursery, because even the nursery, I begged him, can you please, Oga, can you please give me my child tax credit money so
Mhm.
that I can use it for nursery for my
Mhm.
daughter?
Mhm.
He refused. He was the one claiming it. He
He
refused.
was claiming tax credit, and there's an
Yes,
element of child care in the child tax credit. He was
yes,
claiming child benefit and child tax credits.
yes. He refused. It was so whenever I'm even taking this girl to school, to nursery, that is after I've done my night shift, though, taking out to nursery, so I can at least have 2 or 3 minutes, 3 hours keep at least.
Mhm.
This guy, even when it's raining, let's assume it's not raining, even
Mm.
when it was raining, he would drive past us to work.
My God. Wow.
Even if he doesn't have pity for me, what about that little child? He would
Hmm.
drive past us
Wow.
to work.
Man,
So
that's
he went.
cold.
So as
That's
regards
really
the
cold
child,
to see your child walking in the rain to go to nursery and your wife and you drive and pass. That's really, really cold.
yeah.
Go on, my dear.
So as regards the child tax credit, I couldn't continue because it got to a point, because of my child, I was only doing 2 nights or thereabout 3 nights, because if I could get somebody to look after
To
her
look
at
after
night,
her. Yeah.
because he
Was he
does both
working at
day.
night?
Yes, he was doing both day and night jobs.
Hi, Chineke. He works in the day and works in the night.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I
So
have
if I was
no.
able to, yeah.
Go on, my dear. I don't even know what to say again about this poverty mentality. It's serious.
So if I had no one to look after my daughter, I'll do just 2 shifts,
Mm-hmm.
just like that. So I didn't have enough money for childcare,
Okay,
and
child care.
he refused to provide anything. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to call one of his friends' wife said to me, how come? Why are you not the one claiming child tax credit? Are you the
Mm-hmm.
one spending time with this child? You are the one spending time with this child. Why are you not claiming? She told me what to do. Call them, tell them, explain to them. And so that was what I did. So when I did that, I told them, I said, this is the situation of things. And they said, really? Okay, don't worry. Give us your details.
You call HMRC.
HMRC, benefit office.
They are the ones that pay benefits, yes.
Yeah. So I called them. And they were
Mm.
like, okay, don't worry. Give us a password. And I gave them a password. And that was it. He couldn't access it. And unknown to me that
So
during
they
his break,
start paying you when you call them
yeah, they started paying, started going into my account. Yeah.
instead of his account. Ah, now
Yeah.
you are in trouble, favor. Hmm.
Yes, I was in big trouble. Pot of soup.
Mm-hmm.
I was in big trouble. Because he was going to work, and during his break time he was calling them to say,
He
I
didn't
still
receive
haven't
payment.
received this money. Meanwhile, meanwhile,
Chineke na God. Any man that puts his eye on benefits, women run away from that kind of a man.
meanwhile, when he did this application, when they gave him the when they said, "Oh, you are entitled to whatever, 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever," he immediately shouted, "Yeah, we'll go on holiday." My dear, for years, almost 10 years, we never went on any holiday together
Hmm.
as a family. We never did.
What's he doing with all this money that he's working two jobs day and night? He's making you work like a slave. He's collecting all the benefits in this. Well, what's he doing with it?
Okay, you want to know?
Yes.
It was when I had my baby, and it was on paternity leave as well. So there
Hmm.
was no excuse to leave the house that I would not, suspect or
Hmm.
question. That was when I saw it, when he was on paternity leave. I saw he leaves the house like 3 times a day.
Hmm.
In the morning, afternoon, evening, just going, coming. I don't know what's going on. Where are you going? Hey, I'm
Hmm.
coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. So one of those days, he just came back. He said, "Did you see my 1,000 my 1,000 pounds?" I was like, 1,000 what?
Hmm.
Yeah, my one. Where? How? He went to the toilet, came back, he bathroom, did everywhere. And he said later on, he said, "Okay, I'm coming, I'm coming." He went back. Then when he went back, I don't know whether he found it in the car or I don't know if he left it there or whatever. I don't know. And he came back, said, "Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, I found it." So I started wondering, what 1,000? Where's that coming from?
Hmm.
How?
Hmm.
You know? So that made me. Meanwhile, before now, I just seen with this paper, the little pen, and you'll be studying some paper. I didn't know what that meant.
Hmm.
So I started checking his pocket and checking his stuff, his
Hmm.
purse. That
Hmm.
was when I found out that he's into gambling.
But that was gambling. I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag. I wanted favor to say it. All this money, but that was making. Hmm? Mojilola, you caught on. You are very, very smart. Cynthia, you guys are smart. But that was gambling. He was gambling. You know all of them? William Hill, all those company.
Yeah,
He was
those type
working day
that
and
their
night.
little pen, their little pen they used to tick pen
Yes.
one,
He was
pen one.
gambling away all this money. And you know, with gamblers, the house always win. What kind of gambling? Sports gambling,
Yeah,
betting,
football gambling, and
football.
his own was so bad because
Hmm.
he used to tease his friends that, oh, this one they are so stingy with money. I didn't know
Yes.
what he meant by that, because those
Yes.
ones were wise with money. He says they are stingy, but they are wise with money.
Uh-huh.
They were gambling with £1 or £5 to
Yeah.
get like £1,000 or 500.
Yes.
But my one was gambling 500 to get 500, or
Oh.
300 to get 600 or
Okay,
thereabouts.
you know this one is village people. Village people is at work. Village people is really at work. When she told me that he was into gambling, I say, you see, Benifits. He was making all this money. This man was working day and night. He put his wife to work, only to go and gamble the money away. And look at the kind of gambling he was doing. Not be did he ever win?
Oh, I don't know. How will I know, my sister? Hey, how will I know? Gambling, do you win in gambling? You win today, they
Even
take
if
it
you
back
win, you will
tomorrow.
lose it again tomorrow.
Yes,
It's an addiction.
and besides, because this is football, they play football every day.
Yes, now.
If it's not happening in England, it's happening in Europe. If it's not in other parts of Europe, if it's not happening in Europe, you look for even everywhere, anywhere, Spain or Italy or anywhere where there's football. There's always something
It's
to
not
gamble.
only football. Horse racing too. They gamble
Yeah,
on
but
anything when they say sports.
it wasn't it was solely football.
Football, okay.
Yeah,
This one will
because
to
even at
gamble.
home, it's only football that we must watch. Everything is
Yeah.
football news, oh, football, everything football.
Mm-mm. Oh my show. You know, it's so painful. It's really, really painful to see that this man, with all his poverty mentality, that he was working so much. If he was even using the house, as much as I don't like all this kind of sending money to Nigeria to be building mansion, if he was even building, it would have been good. Actually, he was giving his money to Uncle Sam through gambling again. Shaira Yelode, you see life outside. You see life outside. See? Chai!
This is
Okay.
in addition to that. Can I also add that at a point through, three of us were in one room, and when I had my son, four of us were in one room.
So you had two children, you were still in one room, the lodgers were still in the house.
Yes, lodgers, and even at a point, and most times students from all over the world. We had more of Arab students come to our house. No, no disrespect, but this time around, the terrorism was so high at that time,
Hmm.
and I was really, really panicking. I was really in fear. In
Hmm.
leaving us with men at home, he
Yeah.
did not care. He did
Maybe he
not care
was doing
because
Airbnb. Was it Airbnb he was doing?
it's not Airbnb per se. It's called family host family.
I see.
They bring they are grown-ups. They could be grown-ups, they could be younger. You bring them, you host them like as if they are your children. You have to
Hmm.
make breakfast and
Yeah.
lunch and
Yeah.
dinner for them, and you
Yeah.
have to make sure the room, every environment is neat, and you have
Hmm.
to try to promote their English speaking, help them in speaking English and all that.
And
You
at a
know,
point, you told me you were cooking, taking care of these lodgers and these people
all
that he
through,
was bringing.
you have to do
Because,
that all through. You have to do
mhm.
that. It's part of the package because they were paying a lot of money weekly, and
So what
so
happened
you
when
have
you
to
found
get
out
them.
that you diverted the benefits now to your own account? How dare you?
Oh yeah, it was mad. He told everybody, all his friends, all he could narrate, all he could tell, everybody could tell. Evil woman. Look at what she did. She's evil. She's that. She did blah blah blah. There's no name that's not called me on this planet anyway. So
They don't belong to you. Those names don't belong to you. Back
um,
to sender. No.
I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, those names don't belong to you. You are like, you know how when water touches oil, what does it do? It bounces. It never sinks in. That's what you are. Okay?
Mm,
Look at
mm,
yourself as somebody that is drenched in water. Any oil that touches you is just going to bounce, 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 bounce. Oil and water can never mix. So,
mm,
any name he has called you from today, if you believed it before, know that you are oil and water. You can never miss. Those names don't
mm,
belong to you, favor. Mm-mm.
mm,
And you
mm,
know water does not have enemies, so that's why you are water. Okay?
mm,
Now carry on. What
mm,
happened
mm.
now that you carried on in this situation after two kids in one room and there were still lodgers in the house and everything? So I want to assume at this point the relationship now was very, very shaky because
Oh
you were
yeah,
getting
yeah.
fed up.
It was always shaky. It's just the Nigerian mentality, and everybody claiming, making it look like I was a bad person. To be honest,
Yeah,
so and it gets to you at a point you start thinking that you are the bad person. Maybe
yeah,
there are things you are not doing. So that
yeah.
I stayed put until it got to a point. There's this much one can take, and when my child was about my youngest was a toddler, I I started navigating my way through because
Mhm.
when I had my second child, um I went to the health visitor, and she could
Tell that you were
she was able to
you were
deduce that
suffering.
I
Yeah.
wasn't, yeah,
They are
things were
trying
not
to notice
going
if you are
fine.
feeling
Yeah,
depressed, if your mood
yeah.
is low. That's their training. Any healthcare, social care professional, they know when they meet you. Right. Tell us what happened
And,
there.
and besides that, I had very high blood pressure.
Hmm.
My blood pressure was really high, so they had to monitor me.
Hmm.
They had to put me on. They had to monitor me so that they would know if I would go on a machine that would register my heart rate or 24 hours.
Hmm.
So I had these appointments, and I regularly. So one of those days, I said to him, I said, "Oh, I'm going to the doctor's. It's just about 5 minutes walk." I
Hmm.
said to him, I said, "I'm going to leave this boy. I'm going to leave my son, who is just about 2 months there. with you while I go. And oh my God, Oga wasn't happy, wasn't having it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you mean? Go with him. I said, why will I go with him? He's your child as well.
Mm,
I'm not going with him. Look after him. I'll be back very soon.
mm,
Probably in 15 minutes or so. The
mm.
next thing that came out of his mouth, next time is short. I'm sure a lot of people will not believe this will come out from a father's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you are getting married, you make sure you ask the man if he's ready to look after a 2 months old child. Your own 2 months old child, not somebody else.
But he took you to a doctor to go and check you whether there was something that was wrong with you when you came from Nigeria and you couldn't get pregnant after 3 months. Abby, is
No, I went myself.
oh
I
you
didn't go
went
with
to go
him.
and check, but he was
Oh
asking
yes.
you. You said he was
If I,
asking you what
yeah,
was
it was
wrong, why you were not pregnant, and he's working very hard.
yeah, he was asking me, but when I went to the doctor, I didn't go with him or else. Oh my gosh. I don't know what would have happened. Come on, say, I have problem and all that. So I had to go alone because I was scared. I didn't know what they're gonna say. So I went alone. I didn't even let him know I went to see the doctor as regards that. So,
Right.
when he said that, it wasn't I should ask the man next time I'm even like next time I'm getting married. Did I say I'm even getting married again? Yeah, I leave this marriage. You think getting married again will be my main priority? I don't
He
think
said
so.
next time.
Next
He's already
time,
predicting the future of your relationship when he said next time you are
exactly,
getting married.
exactly, exactly.
Oh
Because
my god.
obviously for him, he did probably he knew that was in marriage because he never treated me like a wife.
Yeah, he didn't treat you well. Yeah.
He never treated me like a wife.
Hmm.
I had no say in the house. It was only when it had to do with money. He needed money
Mm.
from that when they see me, he still saw me as a wife.
Yeah. I
Or when
think
he
that
wanted to
addiction
see me,
really messed him up. The addiction was a big problem. Yeah. Okay. So eventually you were there. Okay, so he said this to you when you went to the doctor. How did you manage to leave this situation? I suppose I want to jump to that. Or if there's
yeah,
anything else that was significant before you left, let us know so that we can bring people in to speak to you. I want people to come and encourage you, and I also want you to tell us why you want to share this story.
yeah. When my daughter was about 2 months, he was asleep and his phone was ringing because his phone is always on vibrate or he hides it somewhere. So that day it was vibrating and it was making for a long time. So I had to check the phone. And then I saw this strange name and she sent all these love messages and everything. I waited for him to wake up and I said, who is this? Oh, how dare me, how dare you, this, blah, blah, blah. Who are you? This, and you have no right, blah, blah, blah. And, he got so heated and he had me on my throat. I almost strangled me. My 2 months old was there, lying down there. And, after that, I didn't do anything. I just saw it as normal thing in a marriage,
Was
you
there any
know.
abuse prior to that moment? The
Just
physical.
verbally. Just
It was
verbally,
first.
yeah.
So that was the first
Verbally.
time he was physical with you
Yes, that was the
because you
first time.
saw messages from another woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
All right.
um yeah, so after I had my son when he was few months old, I knew I didn't have the money, and because when I was due to go back to work, I just said to my place of work that I was going to relocate. That I just told them that I can't continue. I need to relocate. So I started navigating my way through. My health visitor told me, make sure you keep your documents, your this, your that. So
Mhm.
I had started navigating, getting those things prepared, and I didn't have the money, so I had to look for how to get the money. And I said, I
What
planned it.
money? What do you mean you didn't have the money?
I didn't have money to move, to
Right, to
take
leave him.
myself to leave
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay. You say your
I
head visitors noticed that they saw something wrong with you. Did she raise it? Did she do anything about it? Did she speak to your doctor? Was that taken anywhere?
um I think yeah. They did tell my doctor. They did say I was going through tough time in my marriage. Because I think obviously that officer, I'm sure they've seen such things with our blacks,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she was not
yeah.
like, okay, I
And black
understand.
women are used to not reporting anything. They will hide it and
Exactly.
pretend as if everything is fine.
Yeah, so she said, okay,
Hmm.
don't worry. So she now asked me, do you have anybody? I said, I don't have anybody from it's only me in this
Country.
country. I
Yeah.
came from that country. I don't know anybody, but I
Mhm.
had a friend in somewhere else that,
Mm.
and probably I could go there,
Yeah.
you know, because I wouldn't want to be around that place because it's a very small place, there won't be any,
Yeah.
you'll be able to find me.
The
So
small
I
city.
told her,
Yeah.
yeah, small city. So she said, okay, no problem. She told me go to jobs, children's center. There's a session there. They will help me, give me um, a link to
Yeah.
refugees in that area,
Yeah.
and so that when you eventually leave, you can
Mm.
call them and they will provide a
Help
place for
you.
you and the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was what I did.
So you took your things and you just left.
Yes, one night, unbeknown to him, I gradually was getting my stuff eaten, He had no clue because obviously he lives in his own world, in his own
Mm-hmm.
world. He didn't see anything, didn't, because before them I did a garage sale. I just said to him, I want to get rid of things,
Yeah.
because before now I used to take things to my country,
Mm.
just to get some money. And that money was all spent in this house, in that house. Although he would never believe that, but it was all spent there, you know. So I did. I had to, that night. I just took my. I arranged already with the guys,
It
and
was
I
what
told
work
them,
as usual because it works day and night.
yes, of course, it
Oh
was,
my God.
yeah, it was
Chai.
okay. So we had two students, and I just called the driver. They took my things, and the children were because they couldn't speak much of English. They were, Madam, what's the matter? I'm like, what's the matter? I said, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. And they did call him, Madam, gone, gone. He didn't bother to come.
They were calling him that that is looking after them and cooking for them is gone, gone, gone.
Mhm.
How long
Mm.
was this after that episode where you found things on his phone and when you left?
Uh, it was some months.
Months, okay.
It was some months because before them, I did go to the council asking them if they could give me a place, and they said, because we have a house, it's a
Yeah,
bit difficult, you see.
yeah,
So, but nobody could understand that the
yeah.
house wasn't in my name; it was in his
So
name.
for you people that are watching, if you are being abused, okay, I'm sure you didn't know this because obviously your experience, unfortunately, of coming to the UK has been very, very bad. Favor, and I really sympathize with you. You know I do. Um, if you come here and for any reason you are being, especially physical abuse, whereby when she described how the man was holding her neck and trying to strangle her, what you should do is call the police, okay? Ring the police immediately. It saves you the trouble of trying to arrange where to go to, who to save you, and that.
Oh,
Just ring
sis,
the police.
by this time, I didn't know anything. I didn't know
Yeah, I
anything about
know, I
that.
know. That's what I'm saying. That I know, I know, I know.
Nothing.
Yeah, information is power. I say it all the time here. You didn't
Mm,
know because obviously when you came here, you didn't even have the opportunity to make friends, to know people, to know the country. You just came here and started working the third day.
mm,
So that's how
mm,
you left.
mm.
Has it tried to reach you since you left, or where are things
Oh,
now? Did it try to
oh,
talk to the
oh,
children?
oh, no, that's not the end, sis. I
Oh,
left. I left. I moved to where I was, and
oh
somehow I
yes,
went
you
to the
told
church.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you went
went
to
to the
this
church.
African church where they said
Yeah.
they are going to
And
pray.
they started asking me, where's your man and all that. I said, we separated. They were like, no, don't worry, let me speak to him. And when you spoke to him, was like, oh, he sounded very lovely. And
Uh-huh.
he really, really loves you. And I was
Mhm.
like, okay. Then before we knew what was happening, he said, we'll arrange for him to come and we'll talk and all
This is a
that.
church that knows nothing, absolutely nothing about her situation. She was fleeing, and they said, "Where is your husband?" She told them, and they said, "Oh, no, 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 no." They started trying to doing reconciliation. When I tell you guys to run from Nigerian churches, I will be sounding like a devil. Okay, tell us, Favor,
So
what happened?
yeah, so it took a long process though. It took a long because initially it was over there, and I registered my matrimonial rights. They did convince me to take up my matrimonial rights. Rights is what you put in a property because your name is not on that property, so that whoever is selling it cannot sell it without your permission.
Yeah, I remember
And
you told
so
me
when,
this.
yeah, and so when people, when potential buyers, they want to buy a property and they know that there's a registered, a matrimonial registered right, it scares them. So he told my pastors that they should convince me to take it, to remove it, so that I could sell the property. And when he sold the property, I don't know what happened to the money.
He has
That was
gambled it. It's okay. It's
that
okay.
was it.
He's gambled
So
it.
eventually he moved to where I was. He started living with me
Mm.
again. And then one day, I found out that it wasn't working. It still wasn't working. But at this time, even though I was complaining to them, to the people that asked him to come, they were still trying to make to do counseling. And in the counseling, telling me is
It's
your
your
crown,
husband.
is your crown, is
It's
your
your
this,
Adeori.
is your that.
It's your Ade headache.
Yeah. Even when I try to tell them that, okay, you say it's my crown, he's not faithful to me. He's not supportive. He's not supportive at home. He's not paying the rent. He's not doing anything. I have to do everything. He's working. I don't know where his money is going. All
It's
those one
gambling. You know where his money is going.
yeah, all those fell on deaf ear. And
Yeah.
gradually I just found myself drifting. And so every
Yeah.
time I was just looking for, either he's at home, he's away, or I just look for somewhere to go. So this particular day, he went to his friend's place and I wasn't interested in going there. So he went there and I went to a friend's place. And usually he doesn't call me until when, or messages me until when he's about to come home, so that I can prepare food.
Hmm.
So he messaged me as usual, thinking that when he gets home, he will find his food. But I wasn't at home. And so when I wasn't at home, he started calling me, and I was like, and I knew because he didn't see me. That was why he was calling me. Why are you calling me? Because you didn't see me. You've been away. You didn't bother calling me. So I didn't take his call.
Hold on, favor. I think there's. I need to explain this. And your YouTube is on again. Somebody's put your YouTube on. I can hear myself. Hold on to mute it,
Oh,
please. Yeah,
if
we can watch it later.
my laptop is closed. I don't know if it's closed, if it's still on. But
Yes, is the YouTube on?
let
Is
me
is
see.
on because I can hear it. Right. So in case you guys missed it, you know when she was saying that she moved, she packed her bags, took her kids, and left and went to another city. Yeah. You guys shouldn't make me laugh about my interview skills. I thank God. Thank you very much. I'm honored. I'll interview Boris Johnson. Tell me that day, Adams, you're funny. So you know how she was saying that she took her things and left? Guys, the church convinced her to take this man back. The church convinced her to take her name off their property. She relinquished her right to the property. He sold the house, wasted the money, and came and joined her in the new city. In case you missed that part, I need to emphasize it so that you guys can understand. The church convinced Favor that is your Adeori, is your head, is your headache. Take him back. Okay. So she took her name off the property. Remember, she said that he bought a house with his brother. So he sold that house, wasted the money. I'm sure he went to gambling because we already know that this brother has gambling problem. He came to the city where she is now settled with her two children, moved in with her, and she took him back, and he was not paying rent, he was not contributing. And they carried on as usual. Okay? So I hope you understand it now because I didn't want that part to be lost. This is what I'm saying about Nigerian churches. I don't have anything against churches, though. You guys know I'm a woman of God. By the grace of God, I believe in God Almighty. Because what God is doing on this platform it reassures me about the power of God. I know that God is real. I know that I serve a living God. But please, run away from men of God that will advise you to go back to your abuser. Nigerian pastors, most of them are not trained. They go to all these seminary schools, they go for 3 months, 1 month, 1 year, and they come back and they call themselves pastor. They are not qualified therapists. They don't even have any psychological training. Okay, me that I'm here, I say I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist, but I've got training in psycho. I took some courses in psychology when I was training in university here. So these people have no clue. Nigerian pastors have sent women back to the abusers, and the women did not survive it. All of you women, I know 99, over 80% of the people on this platform are women. So be hearing me as I'm telling you now. Nigerian pastors will lead you to your doom if you are not careful. If you are going through abuse, Nigerian pastor will come and tell you, go back. Is your adeori? Is your head? Is your tail? Without doing something first. You remove the person from that abusive situation. You do some work with the abuser. They need to recognize that this is who they are. They need to go to counseling. They need to go to therapy. They need to do some self anger management and a lot of things before you can even consider putting them together. But Nigerian pastors don't do that. What do? They tell you, you have to, because in their own damage and warped psyche, keeping marriages together is their priority. They are not looking at the stats. We are looking at the statistics of women that have been deleted from very abusive circumstances that could have been avoided. So, ladies, keep that in your right hand, though. Emma Fijenwu. Carry on, favor, my love. What happened when he came back and he was still going out and everything? He was not paying rent and everything.
So at this time, I was already um, I've had enough. So most of the nights I was even sleeping in my kids' room. I would let my son sleep with him. I would go sleep in my daughters in their room, and I put something to close the door so that if that person, if he's pushing it, I will hear. I will hear when I was literally like living in fear those days. So um, so that day he came back, he didn't find his food, and straight away he started calling my pastor.
Mm-hmm.
She's not at home. She's not at home. She's not answering her phone. Blah 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 blah. So when I came in, it was about 11 or so. I was even surprised. My daughter she wasn't asleep. She was still awake. I was shocked. As soon as I came in, hey, she's here, sir. She's here. Look at her. Look at the way you are dressed. Ask me what
Mm-hmm.
I wear. What did I wear? I wore a dress close to my knee.
No,
That's what
for your
you're
mind
asking me.
now, you don't go do something where you're not supposed to.
Look at you. Lipstick covered. You are covered in lipstick. Yeah, I'm kissing you. Blah 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 blah. I was calm. I just said, please, I beg. My daughter is here. Why are you saying all this?
Mm-hmm.
Why I knew what was happening? He was on the phone with the doctor. Next thing, just I don't know if I think he hung up on the pastor. Just came to me, just had me. I had a scarf around my neck. He
Mm-hmm.
just I had to use the scarf to tie my throat. That
Mm.
I couldn't. I got to a point I couldn't breathe. I
Yeah,
couldn't say.
strangulation again. He wants
I
to he
couldn't
wants
speak.
to buy you. Mm-hmm.
I couldn't speak this time. So thankfully, my daughter was there. So I waved
Hmm.
to my daughter. So when I
Hmm.
waved to her, that was when she ran upstairs crying. So when she ran upstairs crying, that was when he let go of me. When he let go of me, and then I said to him, I said, please, you have to leave my house. You have to leave now.
Hmm.
So
In the presence of your child, your daughter, he was doing this
yeah.
because there was no food. The food was not ready. He came back home and they didn't meet you.
Mm. So I took the phone. I called the police. I called it was so funny because I took the phone. I didn't even remember which number to call anymore. Oh, I'm laughing, but I wasn't laughing that period.
Laugh. Yeah,
I,
it's good to laugh. Please laugh.
I took the phone. I was calling. I was thinking, is it 999? Is it 911? Is it
Is it
what?
911? It's confusing. I know. I don't know why the UK and US decide to do this 999. Even me,
Oh
sometimes I get it wrong. 999, 911. Which one is it? I beg. UK is 999.
oh
America
dear
is
Lord.
911. Yeah.
So when I call them and they
Nigeria is 211. In case you don't know.
oh, 211. Those ones they have emergency. They don't have emergency. Forget
I want to make people laugh.
it.
Nigeria is 211. Call 211.
Oh, please. No point. So
Mm.
that was how, they came. And before this time, I told him already. I was firm. I said, you have to leave.
Yeah.
And you reluctantly went upstairs, took him. Was trying to act as if he was packing his stuff and all that, dragging his feet and trying to, I don't know what, just, wanted to make it as a nurse normal
As
again,
if
as
nothing.
usual.
As if
Yeah.
nothing.
So while I was dragging his feet, the police came and interrogated us, took him away, and he was locked up for some days.
Mm-hmm.
And locked up and went to court over it,
Mm-hmm.
and pleaded guilty. So he was given to, that's, British system is yeah, is so useless. It was 100 hours
I
community
say it
service.
all the time. Thank you for saying it favor. Every time I say it here, people don't believe me when I'm saying it. I said UK legal system, I never see. They are not in tune with the time. Their system is still like 90-20, where you just rub criminal on the head. You just rub them and send them to one farm to do work. So after all these things, what happened? They gave him to community service of how many hours?
100 hours.
No matter if na US, I like US for one thing. They don't play with sentences. They will just give you 10 years from nowhere.
But in amidst all this, it saw me as I was the one at fault.
Of course.
I was the one at fault for calling the police.
Yeah.
I put
His registration.
his registration pin
Yeah, he cannot
in
work as a security
Jeopardy,
anymore. Yeah.
Jeopardy and everything.
Yeah.
I was the one at fault. I'm the one at fault.
When he was holding your neck in presence of your own child, he didn't think then that it was not right to put your hand on a woman, no matter the provocation. What did you do? You went out. You didn't cook dinner. You see,
Mm.
Favor, you know me and you went through this story before, and I said, you know what? I don't blame you. What you did, we said it on this show that a lot of women who are abused would go back and forth 5 times, 10 times. They will keep going back and forth. Am I doing the right thing? He's my husband. He's the father of my children. Hey, how can I let go? Then when pastor is added in a mix, so you
And
took him back.
they started saying, "Oh, we can see your daughter is not happy.
Uh,
Their children are not
your
happy.
daughter is
They're
not happy because
missing,
of the abuse she's seen
they're
you
missing their,
endure.
yeah."
That's why your daughter is not happy.
Domestic abuse has an impact on the children, not
A
only the women.
lot of
It
abuse.
has impact on the children. You don't want to be raising children in a very sad and unhealthy environment. You don't want to be doing that. Huh? But they fail to realize this. They're saying, "Oh, they are not happy, they miss their dad. They
They
did some."
don't
And
no, because the dad is giving them a wrong impression of what a real dad. We have some of them here. And Shadrach, this Shadrach is my son's Toby's name. His English name is Shadrach. God bless you, Shadrach, Mr. Shadrach. Mr. Samolu is here. We have many of them here. Adewale Jr., they are here. JR, they are here. These are men. Okay? He was given the wrong impression. When you raise children in an abusive relationship, they think this is what relationship is all about. The next man that say I love you, they will fall pregnant for him. We know that already. Favor, you are a strong woman. This is what Igbo women, Igbo language called Nwanyike.
Mhm.
When you say Nwanyike, any Igbo person here, please tell me the meaning of Nwanyike. That's what you are. Thank
Mhm.
God we don't look like what we've been through.
Oh yeah.
It's only God that sustains. What if he had just choked you with that scarf? See
Mhm.
how devil works. You cuckoo has stuck scarf in your neck that same day that
Yeah,
Rana.
and because he had the scarf, yeah, because of the scarf is not like your hand. It didn't put a mark on me
Yeah,
because and so it was. So I'm sure maybe some of the police would doubted it that, I'm sure she tried to try.
she's
Maybe
saying the
because it was a
truth.
scarf. Because it
Yeah, and
was
you
a
told me
scarf.
one of the police women, the police that came, and as much as we castigate the police here, they know when it comes to Africans, when there's domestic violence, they know that women don't press charges. A lot
Mm.
of African women will say no, they will draw their statement and say, no, I fell. Look at Ella now. Ella's husband was telling people all over Nigeria and all the people, all the rubbish people he's telling to come and throw me that Ella fell from the bed. How can a grown woman fall from bed and break her ankle? Which bed? Is it a three-story building bed that she was lying on? You know why? Because Ella did not press charges. It's
Mm,
our Ella I'm talking about in London, no. The same Ella
mm,
went to London Bridge last weekend.
mm. Even
So
my one, he said he denied everything. That if he touched me, will I survive it? With this
mhm,
hand of his, will I survive it? What do
mhm.
I mean? That he just tapped me, and I'm saying he gave me, he blew me because it wasn't just strangle. As he was trying, as well as before he did that, he gave me like one, two, three, fast. Before I even realized that, then before he had me on my throat. So he wasn't just only holding me in my throat, trying to strangle me. He also hit me. He hit me like 3 times. You see?
So
And
where
the
are
process
things
of doing
now
that,
at the moment? Where are things now?
the thing is finished. Is
Community
re-
service.
yeah, and his restraining order is finished. So I'm left without a restraining order now.
Can't you renew it?
That I don't know.
Yes, you can. I'm
I
telling
don't
you
know.
now, you can renew it. You need to go to court. Okay. We're gonna get you
And
help to
also,
get that done. Yeah.
and also,
Mm-hmm.
we went to court and we arranged that you have contact with the kids
Yeah.
every fortnightly.
Yeah.
And so far, yeah, he's not been sticking to it.
That's
He's
good.
only doing, he's
You
only
don't need
doing it.
him.
He's only doing it to favor him.
Yeah.
Then also they did state, because that was one of the reasons why I made sure went to court over this. It did say that he was given a condition that after 6 months he should get a suitable accommodation, because where he's living is a
Yeah.
one
We gambled
room
everything away
shared
now.
shared apartment. So I said to him, I said, I don't want it. My daughter, she's matured now. She's
How
a-
old is
she's
she now?
she's 12, and she's a very, very mature 12 years old.
I
You
don't
know.
think you should push this parental, him taking the children. Personally, I don't think you should push it favor because this man is very unstable. He's
Yeah, yeah,
gambling.
yeah. The thing I want, what I want now, to be honest, he doesn't have a suitable accommodation. So
Hmm.
I've stopped in contact with them.
Yeah.
But I do realize that he's trying to, because he's sending me threatening messages to say I'm not sticking to the court order. But at the same time, he hasn't followed the court order.
Okay.
So I'm still thinking I need help regarding this, because
Okay.
I don't know, because he's sending me
Yeah.
threats and all that.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to be afraid because I don't know what
No,
he's up to. But
don't be afraid. Does he know where
but
you are? He knows where you live.
yes, he does know where I live.
Okay. All right. That's good. So you need help with the restraining order, how to keep him away. He's not following. What else do you need help with? So that I'm putting somebody wants to speak to you about the restraining order already. He's waiting or she's waiting. I'm going to add them in a minute, but I just want you to tell us finally why you wanted to share this story. Then I start adding
Yes,
people.
yes. I I wanted to share this story because throughout this incident, yeah, he's fought with all my friends I had in where we used to live. He fought with them, and their husbands. I told them not to have anything to do with me.
Hmm.
So I don't have friends there. And the
Hmm.
few ones I have here, because most of them were from the church I was attending, and I've left that church.
Hmm.
So I don't. I
Same church
obviously
that
don't.
convinced you to take him back.
Yeah. So I obviously don't want to have things with them. Want them to be in contact with them. And the
Hmm.
other one that was a friend with me, he's also gone to that one's husband to spoil
You
me.
have friends, don't worry. Don't
So
forget those ones. Any
I
friend
think,
that you are going through abuse and somebody can convince them not to be your friend, they are not your friend. Most
yeah.
of you
So
don't have
he's
friends. All the
isolated.
ladies
He's
that come here, they say they
isolated
have
me.
friends. They are not friends.
Yeah. So I'm so isolated, and it can be depressing. It can be,
Don't worry. No, is
and
that all?
yeah.
You don't have friends. You are isolated.
Mhm.
You are depressed. You are depressing. Don't worry. Maybe you live in the UK. Eh? That city,
Mhm.
where you live. That city, Ganganga, where you live, you'll be bombarded with people that want to be your friend. They want to take you out. They want to spend time with you. Don't worry. I told you this by the grace of God. I'm not boasting. It's what God is doing on this platform. I'm telling you. Okay?
Mhm.
God is working. People are out there that want to support you. He's telling
Mhm.
people negative story. Those ones are not your friends. A real friend will not follow an abusive person that is abusive towards you and listen to their story and stop being your friend. They are not your friends. You are better off without them. Okay?
Mm.
Don't worry, Favor. Let me
Um,
add this.
can,
Yeah,
can I also say something before I finish, please? So I
yeah,
know that I'm left for this thing, for people to say what they want to say.
yeah,
A lot of people, they have, I think, single mothers and women that are brought from Nigeria. They are a bit stereotyped. People say, oh, they bring them here and they do all that. I
yeah.
think it's imperative for people to, find out the story behind
It's
that
okay.
person, that
Yeah, of course.
situation.
Of course. They
People are
always say
not
when you
just
bring them from
single
Africa, they
mothers
leave you.
for
What
anything.
did you do? Mm-hmm.
I also
Mm-hmm.
hope that by sharing my horrible experience, that it will motivate somebody to make that move to freedom. Living in domestic abuse, relationship or marriage, it impacts on you and your children. It could also cost you your dear life
Yeah,
or
definitely.
lead to some other health conditions. Like I
Yeah,
said, it's because of this situation, I've been on high blood pressure tablets.
yeah.
I am on antidepressants because of
Mm-hmm.
this situation. So staying in abuse, it does not help you. And
Yeah.
going back to the perpetrators, to their abuser, it doesn't make it better.
It
I
will never
advise you,
change. No.
with ladies and gentlemen, please, 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 please refuse abuse and please seek help. I will
Thank you
end
so
on this
much.
note. Thank you.
Thank you, Favor. We have to check your WhatsApp. I sent you something on WhatsApp. Are you on your phone?
Yes.
You're on your phone. Okay. So check your WhatsApp. I sent you something on WhatsApp. I don't want to say it so that confirm with me.
Okay.
Confirm
Okay.
with me, and then you listen. You can now go on YouTube and listen, and then because I'm sharing my link now for people to come into
Okay.
the studio. Okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
If it's friends you are looking for, we too plenty. Friends go bombard you. Go tire for friends. Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you for your courage. You are
Mm-hmm.
favored, and you are favored in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
Be okay. You will be
Thank you
fine.
very much. Thank you very much. I
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being
Thank you for your
vulnerable,
platform.
but still having the grace and the courage to come forward.
Mm.
Okay? I
Thank you
appreciate
very
you. You'll
much.
be okay. Yeah, by the
Mm-hmm.
grace of
Thank you
God.
very much. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
You're
Mm.
welcome, my love.
Okay.
Kitchen connoisseur. Kitchen connoisseur. I've added you. Can you hear me? Kitchen connoisseur. You say you have some insight about the court, the restraining order that has expired. Kitchen connoisseur, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Great, great. Hi, Bridget. This is Sidhu. So
Ah, Sedu! You're the one calling yourself Kedu. It's you. Why did you put your name as Sedu?
well, I don't know how to do that. I just know
You
how
don't
to
know how
put
to do
myself.
that. I'm so happy to hear from you, Sedu. I missed you.
I miss you too. You're doing great. You're really
Thank
doing
you, my
great.
sister. I love you.
I love you
You're
too.
welcome.
Uh, so I just wanted to say I'm a lawyer. So one of the things I wanted to say
You're
is
a
that
barrister. You're not just a lawyer. Okay? You're a
okay, all
barrister.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Call it what
Okay.
it is. You're a barrister.
So
Okay.
I wanted to shed some insight on some light on the kind of sentences that people get and what happens in a domestic abuse court. So what's
Yeah.
happened is that over the years, a lot of work has been done for women, particularly in the situation that Favor was in. The
Yeah.
women who are brought in as imports and then
Yeah.
somehow ill-treated and used as sex slaves, or they're just used to work and just abused all round. And there's a lot of work that has gone in, but people don't know what to
No.
do or how
Yeah.
to get access to that information. So,
Yeah.
regarding the sentence that he got, you get a community order if it's an assault. So, what
Yeah.
he reported was an assault. And the
Assault.
way
Yeah.
the courts will deal with your matter is the way you present it.
Reported it. Yeah.
You report it. If you report it in such, I mean, I've been in court where people have, filled you with fear just on the
Mm-hmm.
way they describe what happened. If you describe that he had the scarf around my neck, I was barely breathing, the only
Yeah.
thing I could do was lift a hand to my daughter, and you get their special ways of interviewing children. They could have interviewed children. It's called achieving best evidence. So there are
Yeah.
special officers who are trained to
Hmm.
interview kids. She could have had that interview. This man would be sitting in jail
Exactly.
because that could have easily passed as an attempted murder.
Yes.
If you are trying to strangulate someone to the point where they are almost losing breath, that's an attempt. So an
Yeah.
attempted murder can be anything up to 15 years.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you describe it. And traditionally, African women play down these emotions. I don't know what
Yes.
happens, whether it's the trauma, the prolonged period of abuse that somehow dampens how they respond, or
Hmm.
they respond to the police and so on. A lot of officers are now trained on how
Yeah.
to read domestic matters. But if you
Yeah.
get there and you say, oh, he pulled the scarf around, there's a difference between pulling the scarf around
And
my neck
strangling you. Yeah.
and strangling me to the
And
point that
punching
I
you
could
at the
barely
same
breathe.
time. Yeah. It's the
Exactly.
language that you use to describe the situation.
Exactly. If you describe it in very graphic language and the way you present yourself when they come, if you are calm and you are sitting and you still got your lipstick and wig properly put on, they think,
Yeah.
okay, they also assess what the situation looks like. But if you are clearly distressed, you are showing, so I'm not saying people should put it on,
Yeah.
but
But
act out your
just be
distress.
real with it. Don't underplay it. Yeah.
Don't underplay it. Talk about it. What she was describing right now filled
Hmm.
me with dread. And immediately when I thought
Yes.
community order, I thought, no, that could have been an attempt.
Yeah. She said
You
you
know,
got community order. Yeah.
yeah, because it was an assault. And an
Yeah.
assault can be anything, Bridget, from trying to push somebody. If you
Yeah.
shove me roughly, that's an assault. And I
Yeah.
could, go to court and say, Bridget assaulted me. So an
Yeah.
assault is anything from a big slap to a push to a slight nudge. It's anything, it's a wide range. And then the other thing I wanted to say about the non molestation order, she can
Hmm.
immediately get it renewed. So
Yes. She's
traditionally, what
listening.
they
I told
normally
her to
do,
listen so that she will know what to
yeah,
do because she doesn't know. You see the funny thing, Sidu, I didn't even know if you are watching. Okay, if you guys don't know, Sidu was my manager once upon a time when I was
okay,
working as a social worker in a team. She was the team manager. This woman, I tell you, hey, Jesus Christ. If you have her in your corner, eh? Oh, Jesus Christ. She's a force to reckon with, Sidu. She's got loads of experience. She's very, very educated. When she told me she moved from social care to law, I was like, Sidu, eh? Oh
Bridget,
my God.
you're
Sidu, I
too
need to
much.
talk to you outside the show because
Okay,
Favor
all right.
will need more advice than what you can give on the show. So thank God I have your
Yeah,
number. I've not lost your number. So we're going to talk
okay.
outside the show.
That's fine.
Okay?
That's okay. But
Yeah.
just for everybody, is that you don't even need to have an ongoing case to have a non-molestation order. It doesn't even
Okay.
need to go through the criminal courts. It can go through the civil courts. So you can
Okay.
literally approach any court and
Any
say,
court.
listen, I need a
Just approach
restraining
any
order.
court and say, I need a restraining order against somebody that
Yes.
is threatening me.
Yes, and then what happens is they give it to you, and if that person is unhappy with it, they can contest it. Then it goes
Yes.
to court, and then they
Okay.
argue it out. But what they do initially, if you go there and you say you fear for your life, I fear for my kid's life, they'll give you. And
Yes.
the terms are normally this is how they phrase it: not
Yeah.
to contact directly or indirectly,
Okay.
favor, and not to go to any address that he believes favor may be residing in.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so it's directly or indirectly, meaning emails, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Facebook, you
Facebook. Yeah.
cannot.
No
And don't
contacts.
even,
Yeah.
yes. And then the only exception they put in, they say you can only make that contact through social services, an approved third party, or the family courts. So,
Wow.
meaning there is no direct contact, it's really airtight.
Wow.
So
Wow.
you can do that. But
Favor, are you hearing all this? This is a barrister talk. You know, you asked me. You see the funny thing, Sidu? She asked me earlier today, do I have a lawyer on this platform? I say, Favor, to be honest, I don't know who I have. I only have God. All I know is that when I bring a case here, people talk, these women share their stories, people just come out. Sidu, I didn't even think about you, and here you are now dropping some serious UK knowledge of the law and everything. Wow.
No, that's
Thank you so
it's
much.
okay. Thank you so much for having me, Bridget. And you're
Thank
doing
you.
great.
Thank
I
you.
always listen after, but I really enjoyed it.
I
So
know you're
today
so
I caught you on
busy.
time.
I can't believe. I'm so happy to hear from you, Sidu. I love you, sis. I'm going to talk to you after this show,
Okay.
okay? All right.
Take care.
Thank you,
God
sis.
bless.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye. Oh my God. My Zimbabwean sister. Sidu. I love her so much. She's something else. Wow. Favor, don't worry. Now I know Sidu is here. You are okay. Barry, I've got you. Unmute yourself.
Hi, Anthony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's been
What
a
do you have to
while.
say? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, the thing is, some individuals are already on self-destruct mode,
Yes.
and when these individuals blow up, they take everyone around them, with them. So she should be thankful that she's very, very far away from the blast radius. And based on what she has shared, I feel that if this brother had come clean, from the onset, she sounds like somebody that can work, that you can work with, and you
Mm-hmm.
build a life with,
Mm-hmm.
but and that's the problem. The only scenario where things like this don't work out is when one of parties have selfish. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. We're hearing you.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go on.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes when one or both parties have selfish motives in there, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Um, she should be thankful, and we
Yeah.
thank God for her life, and we she should be rest assured that she's in good hands. I see your work every day. I saw
Aw.
also your video on the London Bridge. I was at home in my living room watching the entire thing. I haven't been, even though I'm in the States. The London Bridge is something I've heard about since I was in uh, primary school back home, when we'll be singing London Bridge is
It's falling down.
falling down, and all that stuff. So before
you
it falls down, well, it won't fall.
you saw it. You saw it before it fell down. Thank you so much, Barry. I've missed you. Thank you. I always love it when brothers come here to share and to give us some insight. So, Favor, we got a lawyer. And I'm calling out to all of you in Birmingham, okay? She's in Birmingham. I'm not in Birmingham, but Birmingham is not. You guys know me. I can enter my car and go to Birmingham because of Favor. That's just me. I'm not doing it to show off, to impress anybody. It's just, I'm doing the work of God, as someone here will say. Solution Focus will say, you are doing the work of God, yo. If you are in Birmingham or around that area, you want to extend love. She says she doesn't have friends. Where are you guys in Birmingham and all the axes there? You want to be a friend. You want to say a word of encouragement. You want to uplift her in with words of to make her feel that she's not alone. I'm calling you to come now. Say something. If you are joining this later, if you are not able to join us now, please, I need you guys to come through. Okay? Come through for Favor. She's been through hell and back. She's scared. She doesn't have friends. She say all her so-called friends, those ones are not friends, as far as I'm concerned. They've turned their back. Let us show her that, Ella, that was an orphan, we were there for her by the grace of God. So many people that have come on this show. Joy, I'm bringing Joy's testimony in a few days. You will not believe what Canadian people have done. If I tell you what Canada have done, oh my God, I am so, so proud of Canada. The Africans in Canada that have come through, we have a Canadian support group now. And the last time I counted, we had 32 people between Sunday and today, 4 days. Everybody saying, what can we do? What can we do? So help is there. Somebody is in Birmingham. If you are in Birmingham and ask it, I want to hear from you. Okay? This is my contact. If you don't want to come on the studio, if you come on the studio, that's great. If you are catching this video later on, reach out to me. We want to uplift Favor to know that she's got family here. She's not alone. This is what it's all about. Okay. Amaye, solution focus. Unmute yourself and hit me. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
I didn't know you had gotten to me so quickly, oh. Eh?
I
Yeah, I
have.
was
I have.
busy.
You are busy doing other things. I don't see people are
No,
not coming into the studio and sharing my link.
no.
Are you guys not seeing my link? Nobody's coming into. See, where are you? People are not coming into the
No,
studio.
because people probably are working. You know how it is now. But me, I was just
No.
cleaning. I was in my kitchen area. But anyway, of course, I knew I could talk. That's why I called in. First of all, Obodoyibo, thank you very much once again. Another great one today. But before I start, please, Obodo family, one are they for my hand now?
I don't know.
Over
Birmingham people.
800,
Where on a day?
over
Birmingham. I go
800,
come Birmingham if I don't come out here. Because of favor, I go come Birmingham. Oh yeah, Mona come out.
over 800 views, only a little over 200. Come on now. Eh? We know they learn from this platform. I beg, wanna smash that like button. Wanna
Smash
not
the like
stingy with the
button.
like. Smash am when we give this video the visibility when e need. Abeg. Na beg I dey beg una. Una dey do well so far. Make una continue to do
Mona
well.
like. Oh my yeah. Mona like. Mona
So
like. Mona like.
more
But
na
please,
like, more na just dey like am dey go. Dey like
I won't
that's
go
it.
Birmingham. What did they around
Eh,
Birmingham?
So my sister Favour, hey, Owi Aba, may she be comforted. And you know what I love about her? The fact that she dey find comedy in her
Yes.
situation. It
Yes.
makes me laugh, eh? When I dey listen to her, now laugh, I dey laugh. Even though her stories, the stories she said, man, they're heavy.
Yeah.
I never see toxic combination like that before.
Yeah.
Poverty mindset, poverty spirit, join gambling, join, cheat on top of them. With every other thing.
come Obodoyibo the next day, they say make you go find work.
May go find work.
Hey,
all
the money, what did they take and do? I don't know. Now they go give to William Hill.
Do you understand? On top of that one, he still managed to still smile and remember to laugh.
We laughed
Take my
the first day
cap.
when she tell me the story. Me and I laugh. I said, Favour, you go kill me. You say, Auntie B, wait till you don't hear. Wait now. I never finish.
Oh my God. God go bless her heart. You see, as she say they laugh, so God go make her laugh even more.
Amen.
And this experience when she gets there, it go be something when she go look back, she'll remember, she go laugh herself even more. She go say,
Amen. Amen.
I couldn't believe I went through this. So she's blessed. The fact that she even come this platform, come share her story, she's over blessed. And she's going to get all the help that she needs. She will not be lacking in help for front, back, side, everywhere. She will be helped. Hey, Favour, you are through your name. Your name.
See this song I sing for her today.
See
this song I sing for her today. I say, I don't worry about tomorrow. Favour is my name. Don't worry about tomorrow. Favour is my name. I don't worry about tomorrow. Favour is my name.
Your name.
I don't worry about tomorrow. Favour is
my name. You see her, Favour, you see her. You see the laugh. That laugh when you laugh, when we dey laugh for chat room, when we dey laugh for comment section, you go laugh at times 200. All this experience go be stepping stone. It don't already become stepping stone for you.
Yes,
now, you don't dey your yesterday, you no go ever fit come your future.
Amen.
Okay, now forward ever. You see that school when you no go, you go. You go even come do fellowship on top of her to crown am up. After you don't go to school, you go do your math. Anyhow you want to do am. Help will be made available to you. In fact, the help is already there. So my sister, now who talk you now we dey hear. Thank you for educating us. Thank you for sharing your experience. We love you in this platform. We are here to support you however way we can. Be comforted in knowing that all those your friends, all those people, please don't call them your friends anymore. And those ones friends, they are not friends. They did not show up when you needed them the most. So you don't, they cannot be a part of you anymore. So now that one me get to talk for the matter. Oh.
Thank you very much. Solution focus. You are always looking for solution. We know that and we love you very much. Thank you so much. Guys, I shared my link. Thank you so much, Solution Focus, my love. I cannot love you less. I followed you on Instagram. Oh. I've even subscribed to your channel. I'm not even sure whether you did check that channel. Do you
Of
know what
course,
they happen there?
sometimes I did forget,
I don't sure
but
say you
I
dey
did
check.
say I see
I
you
don't
now.
subscribe, sis. I don't see you. I don't even see anything. I don't comment. Nothing, nothing. You don't the put video, you go waka come out. You know they look back.
I know they look, and are true. I go
You know
go
they
look
look
at
back.
well now. But
Better
I
go look
see
am.
you.
Today I
Yes.
comment for your Instagram tire. I don't see anything. I say, come on, yeah.
I
Well done.
see your comment on Instagram. Oh. I
Eh?
respond. I was like so excited. I said, "Hey, you both follow you.
I no go
Hey,
follow you. When you don't dey follow me,
hey."
I won't follow you. I won't follow
I
you,
was,
guy.
I was
Hmm.
laughing. I said, "Oh my God, this is awesome." Yeah, no, I responded to all your comments. If
Ah,
you
you
check,
did? Okay.
you never check. You
I never
never check.
checked.
That's
No,
what
I
it
did
is.
work since. Yeah.
You don't
All
see,
right.
I
Thank you,
don't
my
respond.
love.
All right, love you. Favor,
Love
we
you
love
too.
you. Oh. Not think about the past again. Now, future, you go to think. Now, yeah,
That's
how
it.
your life will say better. Forget about what they past. Not consider them anymore. Love
Yes.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
sweetie. Bye. Guys, eh? Whether you are in the Birmingham or you are in Nottingham or you are in Luton or you are in Hertfordshire, anywhere around there, let us bombard her with love. She dey look for friends. Ha! Hey, friends too many for here. Somebody said they need Irish group. Okay, now we go get Irish group. Oh, we go get. See, we have 3 groups now. Okay, we have Germany group, Obodo supports group. I say between Sunday and today, Canadian one is 30 plus. Okay, because of that story on Sunday. So make una know for my hand though. London own dey there, Germany own dey there. So yeah, if you want to say a word of encouragement, you have something to say to favor, please come into the studio. Miquel, sorry. Okay, I just call you Oladipo because I cannot call the other one. You're welcome. Unmute yourself, please, sweetie. You're you are muted.
I,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hello. How do you pronounce your first name?
Mikael.
Oh, you want to broke my head because you don't know that I'm a Mika. I tried to pronounce and pronounce and pronounce. It didn't work. Welcome,
Yes,
Oladipo. Miss Oladipo, how are you? You're
I'm,
welcome.
I'm well, thank you. I just wanted to chime in and maybe give like an American perspective on that because, I understand. I wish I was in Birmingham. If I was
Where
in
are you?
Birmingham,
Are you in
I'm
the
in,
UK?
no, I'm actually in Chicago, United
If we don't
States.
find people in Birmingham, London will mobilize and go to Birmingham. That's what
Aha,
we will do.
aha.
We are
Liverpool,
determined women, no.
Manchester, we
We
will
will go
unite.
to
So we
Birmingham.
will
If we cannot
unite
find people
now.
around Birmingham, London will mobilize and go to Birmingham. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm even looking for somewhere to carry my children on holiday. So it's Birmingham. I will change my destination to Birmingham. For favor, I will go to Birmingham. And I know that my London people they will support me. T, are you here? Go ahead, my love. You are muted again. Hmm.
No, I just muted myself so you can continue.
All right, go on, so sweetie.
Yeah, it just seems like, a lot of guys, they'll do these things like unsuspectingly. And you never, ever would see it coming, even with good prayer and, coming from a lifestyle and a family that you know. But when you're into this thing, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. And then that's why we need to mobilize. I'm even sharing your video to my auntie Paula here, people in Chicago all around, because we have to stand together to support our
Yeah,
sister. That
yeah.
is the thing. I am an American. Well, I'm actually mixed. I'm Somali and American, but I'm married to a Nigerian man, and I recognize all of these things that she's
Hmm.
speaking of, all of these
Hmm.
things, and it's true. It's just like, sometimes I hate to comment because then I don't want Niger to, y'all know how to come snatch and drag, baby.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes,
We're used
ma'am.
to it. It's
But
okay. It's
yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, it's
understand.
not. It comes with the territory, my love. It doesn't matter. Let them
Mhm.
drag. Let them snag. Let them do whatever. We're gonna
Well,
keep doing what we are doing.
sometimes the dragation is necessary.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's part of the
Uh-huh.
program. Yeah,
Because otherwise we won't have a voice. Otherwise
we won't
people
go
won't notice
nowhere
us.
without it, my love. We will not
Mm-hmm.
go nowhere.
Yep. So all I can say is I'm grateful. Like I am truly, truly grateful. I married a Yoruba man. He treats me wonderfully.
Wow,
Wonderfully. I'm
a
telling you.
Yoruba man.
Uh-uh. He's here, kinda. That way to go my too. This is Auntie B. I'm sorry, he don't, we're not on camera. It's not on video.
It's fine. It's fine. I believe
Tell her,
you. I
say
believe
something for
you.
Niger and about your work.
Hello.
Hello, ẹ káalẹ́ o.
Báwo ni o?
Àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ṣe
Àwọn
dáadáa
family
lẹ́wà.
ńkọ́? Adúpẹ́
Àdúpẹ́.
adúpẹ́. God bless
Ìyàwó
you.
yín ń kí yín dáadáa, ó ní ẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa.
Oh,
Àmàdúpẹ́ o.
and we are trying our best to,
Ẹ kú
as a human being,
iṣẹ́, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ Olúwa.
Olúwa ló ń
Olúwa
ṣiṣẹ́.
ṣagbára
She
dọ̀tun.
also
Thank you so
is
much.
a good lady.
She's a
She
good
doesn't
lady.
behave like an American lady.
She
She
doesn't
also
behave like
behave as an African
she.
American. She is
Oh,
a good lady too. Yeah,
that's
very.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
God
Ẹ
bless
kú
you.
tọ́jú. Thank you
Anyway,
very much
take
for
care of yourself,
representing.
bro.
All right. Take care, bro.
We're talking about an issue in the UK with this lady. I just want to send some small assistance to her. Okay, thank you. Yeah, he's such a generous man, and
Yeah.
so we'd like to
And he
help.
said, you know what he told me? He said you are also a very wonderful woman. So you're getting back what
I
you've
can
given in.
hear I'm starting to hear more Yoruba just from
Yoruba,
watching
you're
Nollywood.
learning. Oh,
Uh-huh.
you're a good wife.
I be. Listen, I'm telling you now. But the thing is, people from abroad, if you don't understand the culture or like there's some separation of, you know, maybe a sentiment, like small thing, not a big issue. There can be some level of conversation if these type of channels are
Yeah,
available to us. Like I
yeah,
need a voice. I don't want to go complain to my auntie or my sister so they
yeah,
go
yeah,
go against or try to disgrace or tell other family members. But the thing is, I absolutely love that you have given us a voice, whether you're from abroad or, diasporans and
hmm,
continentals.
yeah,
Yes. Because like I have a support system, but I don't have a vent system. When you know what I mean. So with the sister, we just want to reach out. I was actually just trying to tag in the page to look at the comments to see if anybody dropped, maybe our Cash App or give not your real account, but just something so we can give some assistance. Because when
hmm,
I tell you I was stuck in Belgium with the wrong situation happening to me in 1999,
hmm.
uh, I'm telling you.
It's real. It was
Oh,
real.
it's dead serious. And that's why I thank
You
all
thank
wow.
God for
Oh
Mr.
God.
Oladapo. Oladipo.
He
Hmm.
totally changed because we both had grown children and had a previous marriage. It wasn't a huge deal. We're all blended and it works out kind of fine. And I still send money home to my family. We're Somalis, but they're living in Ethiopia and Kenya. And like some American girls may have a problem with that. Like, yo, why are you spending your money not on me? But we're more concentrated on the issues of others. Like we're fine here.
Yeah,
However, I'm not cool if my family's not good.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
can't even feel comfortable riding around in aircon if my family is walking 3 miles for something that they need.
yeah. Thank
Uh-huh.
you so much.
So God bless you.
Appreciate you. Yeah,
Yes, I
thank you
just
for
want to
joining.
show, and I'm listening. I'm listening and learning,
Yeah,
and you guys are like my
yeah.
big aunties. Big up for the
Oh,
big
you're
Niger.
welcome.
Hey, did you guys just real quick? I don't want to plug Sister Yemi or her page like that on your channel, but I'm just saying. Did you guys notice that Niger Ghanaian jollof rice competition?
Oh,
Oh, and she looks so gorgeous. Oh, I love Sister Yemi TV. I learned how to make it goosey. I even know how to make.
you learned how to cook from Sisi Yemi. That's
Yes,
good.
and
That's
this
really
other
good.
one,
You're a good wife. You are even cooking the food that
delicious
your
food.
husband likes. How else can you be better than that?
I'm telling
Well
you, I just
done.
look, Kenny, kind of, wait a minute. Today we just ordered Amazon Fresh, and I finally found out what pawpaw was. I've been drinking papaya juice all my life since I was a child. Child, I didn't know what pawpaw was. And even he looked at me like I'm a picky. When we received it in the drop off, I was like, I said, can you bite it like an apple? I'm literally smelling it bite. He said, "Child, ah,
Thank you
oh,
so much, Mrs.
God bless you.
Oladipo. I
Thank you."
appreciate you. Yeah, have a good evening. Unfortunately, I had to end that because I need to get some help for our sister. Favor is still here, and I've got Angela here. Yeah. Hello, Angela. Unmute yourself, please, Angela. Can't. Hello, Angela. Can you hear me? You are muted, so I can't hear you if you're talking. If you unmute your device, then I can hear you. Guys, please come in. I'm looking for people to say a word of encouragement, say something. Encouragement. If you're not watching this now and you're catching this later, I need you to reach me. If I don't see people in Birmingham, I'm going to Birmingham. I will go to Birmingham for favor. Okay? Birmingham and Everett. Somebody has already said that they are 30 minutes away from Birmingham. They are in the West Midlands. So I expect you to get in contact with me so we can go and give Birmingham favor a hug. Angela, you are muted. If your connection is not good, my darling, can you reconnect? Yeah, it's not properly connected.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, finally, you are back.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry about that. Thank you, Auntie B. Hello, everyone. Hello, Auntie B. And thank you for this group. I'm from Birmingham.
Oh, Angela,
Yeah.
Birmingham is representing. Thank
Yes.
you, Angela. Thank you.
Yeah, and you have a favor. You have my support. I am going to be try to contact you before I go on holiday next week, by God's grace, within the week, and I'll be feeding back to you, Auntie B.
No problem.
Yeah, and
Thank
I
you
even
very
have I
much.
learned she is from Mission, so Obio, a warrior there for a one. So she
You
has
see?
all my support.
You see, you're also Ishan as well. All the
Oh
Ishan people in
yeah,
Birmingham,
born
you
and
better
bred.
come out and support your sister.
I know. Don't
Thank you,
worry. Thank
Angela.
you,
Thank you so
Auntie
much.
B.
You have my number
Thank
on the
you.
screen. Just take it down, then we'll talk later and I'll link you up. Yeah?
Yeah, I will. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
God bless.
Favor, you have one friend already. Oh. How do you feel?
Oh, God.
I told
Yes,
you,
thank
don't
you
worry.
very
They might
much.
not be online now. People might not be online. Sean, I'm sorry, my love. Your connection is not good. Can you disconnect and come back again? Eve, I've got you back.
Hello.
Hello, Eve. You're welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm looking for people in Birmingham. I know you are not in Birmingham. What do you
I
have to say
know.
to Favor?
But tell Favor that she don't need to have friends only in Birmingham. We are in
Yes.
the US and we can still chip in something for her. We can still help
Oh,
her.
yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Friends can be
Yes.
far away friends. I even think far away friends are better than the very close ones.
Oh yes, flying with friends that have time for you that can even text you and say, you know what, you are so right, Eve, because the lady that came from Ireland, as God will have it, I should stop saying Birmingham people alone, because she met a lady from the US. They become so close. She found out that this lady is just a village away from hers. The lady is even planning to go and visit Ireland for holiday because of this lady. So it's not only Birmingham. We are looking for friends
For friends.
for favor, supporters. We need a support group for
Yeah.
favor.
I have just a few words for her. I would
Mhm.
say Favor should to know that as a woman, not only her, but us on this platform and any woman that listens to us, a woman, you need to build up yourself. No matter what kind of abuse we go through in life, women, we are born as strong people. God made us in a stronger way. We are the weaker gender, but we are stronger mentally, psychologically than men. No matter that abuse that they're giving us. If you abuse a man, they will not take one bit of the abuse that they give us.
Hmm.
She should know that. Build yourself up as a woman. Make yourself carry your head high, no matter the
Hmm.
number of kids you have. Carry
Hmm.
yourself high. Give yourself value.
Hmm.
Go be a go-getter. Go get that job. Go get that money. Once you are strong financially, once you're strong morally, the men will be running for you. Auntie B, you know my story.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Tell her
Mm-hmm.
be herself. Favor, be yourself up. Get your
Mm-hmm.
forget about any man
Yeah.
now to support you. Get your support by yourself. Know that you are a strong woman, and I'm going to take care of these kids by myself. I'm going to do my things by myself. The man
Yeah.
can and see you and say, "Oh, this woman, she carry herself so well. She is
Mm-hmm.
financially fit." They'll come begging, and you have a
Mm-hmm.
choice among them.
Yeah.
I I always support women to build themselves up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can give her my
Yeah.
number. You can call me if you want to talk privately.
Yeah, abuse has a way of taking away it
Your
strips you
pride,
of your
your
dignity,
pride,
your pride,
making you think,
your values, and it takes away your confidence.
yeah,
Okay, she's been through an abusive marriage for over 10 years,
yeah,
so you can understand why it is so difficult for her to see herself now as that strong woman
yes,
who can do all these things because she had that confidence, but because of the abuse she's endured over the years, it stripped her of all those things.
yeah.
But God is able.
She will get
Mm.
it. She will get her.
Amen.
She will get it.
Amen.
Let her come.
Thank you so much.
Anytime,
Yeah.
let her call me. Let's talk. Whether to be, I'll chip in something for her.
All right. Thank you, Eve. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. You already have my number, so I don't need to send it to you. Chi, I've got you.
Hello.
Hi, Chi.
Good evening, Auntie B.
Good evening, my sister.
Um, I don't know what to say. Favor, listening to Favor, it made me to think about myself as well because I've been into similar situation. Yeah, I live in Birmingham. Um,
Hey! Another person. I'm
yeah,
coming to Birmingham. Oh. I hope you people are ready
yeah.
for me.
Um,
Angela,
um,
you,
I'm
Chi,
not,
my
I'm not
Birmingham.
too good. I'm not too good, in speaking, but I'll try.
You will not host
So
me.
I moved from London about 6 years ago. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
this
mm-hmm.
month will make it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's just similar case, but just like the previous speaker has spoken, you build
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Like I am alone here when everything happened. No friends. If I tell you my story, you will be like, "Oh my God, how did you manage?" I was
Yeah.
3 months pregnant. My
Hmm.
first child was just about 13 months or something,
Hmm.
and I managed. Now they are 7 and 5, and I'm about to finish uni as a mental health nurse.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
I just build
Well
myself
done.
without anybody, without friend. Even you just develop yourself. Like just love yourself, love your children, take them as a sister, as a friend. No, if even as my children are just 5 and 7, but I see them as everything because I was talking to someone back home in Nigeria. I was crying. I said, I don't have anybody here. She said to me, even when they were much younger than this age, she says, look at these your two children, see them as all that you have, see them as friend, as everything. And the favor on her children has grown 12 years old. Oh my God. I'm praying for my children to reach that age. So um because when you put all your mind in that your friend, having friend will build your confidence, or making friends will make you feel better or something. Sometimes it doesn't even happen. It might even hurt you more because the intention you have might not be the intention they have of coming to you, and it might even end up hurting you more and more because I don't know. But yeah, just favor try to look into yourself, you know find happiness in yourself before going into making friends or people around you. I know it's good to have friends around you. Yeah, I don't know what
Okay.
to say, but
Thank
well
you.
done,
Yeah.
Favor. You've come a long way and you took a bold step, to step out of the abusive relationship. It's not easy. Me,
Mm-hmm.
I've moved in, I moved out, 6 years of moving out. And I think I put that on the chat last 2 days, that
Yeah.
6 years of moving out, but
Mm-hmm.
finally 3 years of closing that door. I think I
Yeah.
put this statement on the chat when
Yeah.
someone was talking,
Yeah.
because it's been like in and out, in and out. But since I started my course,
Mhm.
I think January 2019, I just closed that door. Like,
Yeah.
no
Okay.
way. And I've been okay. My
Yeah.
mental state has been improved, you know. Yeah.
So there's hope
Just
for
yeah,
favor.
find
Yeah.
happiness within you. I'm in Birmingham if you need I'm not too social person, you know, because life have taught me a lot, but if
Yeah.
you
My
need
number is
someone
on
to
the
speak
screen.
to,
Yeah. My
my
number is on the
number.
screen. My
Oh,
number.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
WhatsApp.
okay.
Take it
Yeah, yeah,
down,
yeah.
Chi. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Take it
stored your
down.
number. Yeah, I saved your
You
number.
have my
Was it
number.
today I saved your number? Yeah, in my
Oh, I
phone.
see. Your
Yeah.
name sounds like an Igbo name. Are you Nigerian
Yeah,
or?
yeah, I'm Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because you don't
Nigeria,
sound like
yeah.
a Nigerian. You sound like someone that
Yeah, I'm
English.
Igbo. Yes, I'm Igbo. That Christian is my father's middle name
I
because
see.
I'm a daddy's girl, but he passed away even before I finished school in Nigeria before. Yeah.
Oh, it is well.
Yeah, but
Thank you
yeah,
so
just
much,
I
Chi.
just put yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, well done,
Yeah.
Favor. I'm here in Birmingham. Any,
Yeah. We'll connect.
yeah, we
Yeah.
can
We'll
talk.
connect.
Okay,
Definitely.
thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much, my sister. God bless you. Yeah. Birmingham, they are coming through. Clear the way for Birmingham. If Birmingham does not show up, we'll go. London people, I could trust you. Eh? Morani KG me, are you here? I know you will follow me to Birmingham. You are my Morani KG me. Adewale, you're welcome. Unmute yourself, Adewale.
Good evening, Auntie B.
Hello, sweetheart. How are
How you
you?
doing?
I'm good. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm fine. I just want to say some words of encouragement to Mrs. Favor. So
Thank
I just
you.
wanted to tell her not to be worried that she's gonna get all the help she needs. Like Auntie
Amen.
B's platform is like a bridge to so many wonderful things that she's even going
Thank
to be
God.
surprised. So
Thank
she
God.
should just relax, sit back, and just let God just perform magic and do wonders in her
Amen.
life. So,
Amen.
and she should also like everyone has said, build yourself up. If she wants to go to school, if she wants to start a business, uh, she, she should just do something that takes her mind off
Yeah.
the. I don't even want to call him a husband. He's just basically a lich. Because I've seen this. Yeah, that's what he is. I've seen this so many times where the husbands are either working the wives so much to the point where the wife collapses, or they're not
Yeah.
working at all, and the wife is
Mhm,
just doing everything,
mhm.
and they're sitting at home demanding for food, demanding that the wife dresses however they want. They're just there, relaxed, like I don't even want to call them kings. They're just basically leeches. So she
Yeah.
just forget about him and just focus on herself and her children.
It's in the past.
And
It's her
yeah,
past.
it's
Yeah.
all in the past now. So,
Yeah.
and she's gonna get all the help she needs. She shouldn't
Amen.
worry. Yeah,
Amen.
that's
Thank
all
you,
I wanted to
Adewale.
say.
Oh, you are
Welcome.
so sweet. Thank you so much, my love. Did you join my Instagram page? Because I posted one of those topics you sent to me.
I didn't send any topic.
No, did you? Are you following me on Instagram?
No, no, I'm not. I'm
You're
not.
not. Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am, but I'm not. I'm not that
Active.
frequent on
Okay, it's
Instagram. I'm
Junior.
not active.
It's Junior that
It,
sent me the Junior sent me a couple of topics he wants me to talk about, and I posted one on
oh,
Instagram, and it was on fire. Thank you so much,
okay.
Adewale. Yeah, it
You're
was
welcome.
Junior. Thank you, love. Yeah, Junior sent me a couple of topics here, Auntie B. You should talk about all this. And yeah, I posted one on Instagram, and it was ooh. Oh yeah, I've got you. Unmute yourself, please, my love. You are muted, Onyi. I've got you. My link is in the comment section. A lot of people always contact me on WhatsApp. They say they want to join. I try to explain to people it's not on WhatsApp. We don't call to join this conversation. See, not before our phone that they join this show. Now for comment section, if you they watch for TV, you don't go fit join. If you dey watch for phone, just check your comment section, you go see my link. If you see wetin I post, when you see obodoyibo TV, you go see am. I just post am now. E look like this, make I highlight am so that everybody go see am. Yeah, something like this na im be the link when they take dey enter the studio. Okay, so this my studio dey work like Zoom. E dey work like Zoom. You know, for Zoom you go phone in, but this one you know dey phone in. You just click on this thing. Once you click on am, e go bring you come studio. Na so e dey work. But if you dey use television, you no go fit join us. You need to use phone or laptop or tablet so that you go see comment section. And for comment section, Now there it is. Favor, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm getting better. Yeah,
Are
I
you
feel much
there? You
relieved.
hearing
Yeah,
you hearing what people are saying?
yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. I really
Yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. I think you might probably need a lot of therapy to go through this, because I know that this thing has really affected you mentally, emotionally as well, because I know that you cry a lot. Today we were talking earlier on and you were just crying throughout. So, have you spoken to your GP about how you feel in terms of your emotional well-being?
Yes, they just you know, they increase my medication and all that. You know.
They put you on medication.
Yeah.
What kind of, is it medication for what? For your high blood pressure?
High blood pressure and antidepressants.
Okay, right. That's another ball game entirely. I will need to speak to my family friend who is a consultant. Is a psychiatrist and a consultant. I need to speak to him about those antidepressants, because I'm not quite sure about those. I know it's good sometimes to take them, but sometimes what you've been on them for a while, it does have negative impacts. Tima, I've got you.
Hello.
Hi, Tima. You're welcome.
Hi, Auntie B. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm calling from London, Essex.
You're welcome, sis.
What I want to tell my sister is what I have to say to my fellow women. We should believe in ourselves.
Hmm.
When you believe in yourself, everything will work for you.
Hmm.
Our other caller, the other sister said, build up yourself. Build up yourself. That's the key for every woman. Build up yourself. Because
How do
if
you
you don't build up
how do
yourself,
you build up yourself when you've been through an abusive relationship for 10
um,
years?
Auntie B, that one is another story. She's talking about, if I talk my own, you will not believe. But I now, as the other sister said, I am in university now. I went through a lot.
Hmm.
Domestic abuse, domestic violence. My ex was hitting me in front of my son, was bleeding and all that, telling me, because he brought me from here. I'm actually from Sierra Leone. I'm not from Nigeria. So
Hmm.
he brought me here
Sierra
from
Leone.
yes, and then he took advantage of me, when
Hmm.
if any money, if I work any money, he would take my money and all that. And then he would tell me, he would threaten me that if you don't, I will let you be naked in this country. I'll make you naked. I'll make you beg. You will be a beggar.
Hey, God.
You will beg for what you eat. I said, really? He said, yes. He said, leave me. You dare me. You
Hmm.
dare me. You will beg. I'll make you a beggar. Oh, December. It was in November, December 2019. I
Just
made
around
up
the
my mind.
corner.
Yes, I made up my mind. It was actually a Nigerian family. We used to live in Poflit. It was a Nigerian family, our neighbors, that
Hmm.
called the police. They were telling me, you don't leave. If you don't leave, you're gonna die.
Hmm.
You don't leave, you're gonna die. For your one only son. I have a son, he's 11 years old now. They said, if you don't leave, do you want to die and leave your son? I refused, because he was threatening me, all that stuff. So my my neighbors heard the shouting and all that. And one day the man, a Yoruba man and his family, they called the police. They said, I have a neighbor. If you don't come, she's gonna die.
Hmm.
She's gonna die. And police came. And when police came, they knocked the door. He asked me, who is knocking the door? Who is knocking the door? And then they said, the police. And he asked me, you are calling police, right? And my son was inside the house. The door was locked, crying,
Hmm.
shouting. You call police, you call police. Okay, then we're going to see. And the police said, if you don't open the door, we're going to break it.
Hmm.
And my little boy, that time he was like 7 years old, he went and opened the door. Police came in and he started denying. He
Of
started
course.
denying. It's like the other lady couple of months ago that
Yeah,
not
yeah.
couple of weeks ago, whatever
Weeks, yeah.
in Ireland,
Hmm.
yeah. That
Yeah.
said, oh, when the people came, he
Victory.
couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
I said my
Yeah.
same.
He
I said,
busted her
oh,
lips, but she couldn't
yeah,
talk when police
yeah,
came.
she couldn't talk. And then I said, no, he did this to me. He did that to me. He did that. He denied. And then, but by that time, I wiped my nose and my mouth, where the bleeding and blood and all. He would take the tissue and all that and put it in the toilet and flush it, for the
Hmm.
police not to see evidence. And then the police said, but we didn't see anything. And then
Hmm.
I opened my nose. I said, watch. The police put the camera in phone camera. They put their phone, the light on, and watch inside my nose. They saw the nose bleeding, and he called his partner. He said, come and take a picture. That night, he didn't sleep in the house. They took him away. And the next day, and they asked me, the council, and the next day, the police called spoke to the social workers and all that. And social workers, I was at home. Social workers called me. Oh, this is what happened. We got
Yeah, they always
call
make a
from the police.
referral when there's a
Yes,
child involved. Hmm.
exactly. So they said, this is what we have. I said yes, and they wanted me to. They referred my case to the council. They wanted me. The council said, "Oh, you are not homeless. You should stay there." I said, I said this house remind me of violence. If I'm here,
Hmm.
it's not.
Hmm.
This house is not good for me. It's not good for
Hmm.
my child. It
Hmm.
remind me of violence. My mental state, if I stay in this house, my mental state, you don't want me to go mad, you don't want me to something to happen to my child. And they said immediately, they said, pack your stuff and come to the council. And I came to the council. There was nowhere for them to put me. They took me to Southend.
Hmm.
I spent 6 months with my son in a hotel, Premier Inn. I said, I don't want the house. They said, oh, I said, no, I don't want the house. Let him take the house and everything. I moved on.
You were fighting for your survivor. What is house?
I was fighting for my survival. I was fighting for my life, for my son, for
Son.
myself.
What is house? Hmm.
What is house?
When
Like
people say
some
they are
women,
fighting for property, I
yes,
just
some
look at
women they
them
will
and say,
stay and start fighting. Yes,
hey,
yes,
if you see
because of
waiting past
property.
you, you will leave property. You fight for your
Exactly,
life and your children. What is property? I never
exactly,
encourage anybody to fight for property. What is property?
exactly.
Not
Yes.
is it not
So
who is alive that inherit property?
exactly. But there are
Hmm.
some of our sisters. They I don't know what is wrong with them. They will stay because of property. They will stay
No,
and then
that one
that's
is a
when their life
death
yeah.
warrant. Hmm.
Now I am okay. I have my mental state is fine. Mental state is fine. My son is going to secondary school in September. He's going fine. I am in the university as well. The other sister, I'm doing my mental health. I'm in second year now, mental health nursing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
built myself. I
yeah.
built my. But the
But
only
it was
thing,
a process. It was a
Auntie
process for you
Auntie
to get
B,
there.
Auntie
Mm,
B, there's one thing I want to say.
mm.
I'm not being, I don't know, I'm not putting none and on any of my fellow women down. But one thing about this violence, mental health or whatever violence it's too much in the Nigerian community. You know why? Let me give you this scenario. Because
It's okay.
most
Yeah.
Nigerian women, they think that if they are not in a marriage, their life is finished.
It's the culture, it's the way we were brought up.
No, it's true. Even us, you understand.
Yeah.
But now
We were raised
our
like
eyes
that.
have opened. Even
Yeah.
the same is the same culture between Sierra Leone and Nigeria. But most of
Yeah.
us now, our eyes have opened.
Yeah.
I will not stay in marriage, and I'm going mad. My mental health is not good.
Hmm.
My children, I'm not taking good care of my children. Why would I stay in that kind of marriage?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
Some
to
people would
move
rather
on.
die than live. Yeah.
I would
Let
rather
me,
die. I said,
yeah,
oh
they
God.
would rather die. Thank you so
Even
much, Tana.
my family back home, they were telling me, my dad was telling me, and my mom, they said, if I don't stay in that marriage, they will disown me. I will disown you, my family. I said, okay, disown me. And
It's
one day
not
I called
everybody
my
that's
dad.
as strong as you.
One day
Tima, I
I
see
said,
you as a very strong woman, but
my sister,
unfortunately, not everybody is strong enough. We have different personalities, but I see what
exactly.
you mean. Yeah,
One
it's
day
okay.
my dad called me. I told my caseworker, I said, can you talk to my dad? And she said, okay. She said, call your dad. I will talk to her. A social worker. And I said, if you want to hear a phone call that your daughter is
Is
dead.
dead. Some
Do you
Nigerian
want that?
parents will prefer their children to die than to live a marriage.
And
That's the
then
truth.
he said no. He said no. And my social worker, my case worker, spoke to him. He said, no, I don't want that to happen to my daughter. And that's how we dissolve it. Now I am happy. I have my own place. I am going to school. I'm working. I'm studying at the same time.
So you're a survivor, Tima.
I'm a survivor. So I'm just giving advice to our my fellow women. Don't stay until it's too late.
You stayed until those people rescued you. The Nigerian police. You stayed.
That is an example for me
You
myself,
stayed.
because
Yeah,
I
you stayed.
was gonna die in there.
Yeah,
But
you were willing
it's a,
to die in there. Thank God for the
yes,
Nigerian family that the Yoruba family that called the police.
they
You would
rescued
have
me.
stayed there. They
I
rescued
would
you.
have been
So
dead
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yes. So
We
that
thank
is
God.
it's a warning that I'm giving other women. Don't stay
Yeah.
until you finish your life. You die when you're dead. It's just maybe
Somebody else will
1,
look
2
after
months.
your children.
You finish. So when you are dead, that man will go and look for somebody else. Who's gonna take care
Yeah.
of your children? So that's all I
Thank
have
you
to say
so
today.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tima. I appreciate your contribution. So hopefully with these stories that we're hearing, Favor will know that she's not alone. Women have been through even worse situations, and they are here to testify today. You are all survivors. You're welcome, my sister Bumi. Good evening, ma.
Good evening, my sister Obodooyinbo.
Thank you, ma.
I really want to appreciate you for the good work.
Thank you, ma.
Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
Ami Jesu.
You will not be alone.
Amen.
The Lord will keep lifting you higher in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I want to thank God for my sister, Favor. I'm a survivor. I'll still have to call you sometimes later.
Yes, ma.
Married even to a pastor.
Oh.
It was hell.
I might need to bring you because I might need to bring you, Sister Bumi, because I have
Yes, ma.
there's a lot of work I do in the background. It's not just the
Mm.
show. I
Yeah.
talk to these women. Some of them I have to talk them before they leave even the situation. So there's one I'm dealing with now. It's a similar situation. Because you mentioned pastor now. This one I'm working on now that I don't even know how she's gonna leave. Please, if you live in Texas, I might need your help with this one.
I'm
The
in
husband is
Bridgeport. I'm in
where?
Bridgeport. Bridgeport.
Is that close to Texas?
No, it's not close to Texas. But we can always talk on the phone.
Yeah.
It's close to
So
New York. It's close to
yeah,
New York.
I need help for somebody now who is married to a general overseer.
Indeed.
A
General Overseer
narcissist
náà ní
before.
tèmi.
So báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ kúrò ńbẹ̀ yẹn, but she's still there. I'm just
What?
saying this because you said that your own was a pastor.
She will leave, or if she has a life to live.
She's
If
got
she
nowhere to
believes.
go. He's threatening her that he will get the police and he will take her children and they will deport her.
Well, God will help us. We'll talk later.
Amen. Yes,
I just
we'll
want
talk
to
later.
encourage
Yeah.
my sister that she's not alone. Just like people have said, she should build herself up. And she should, be determined in her mind that she's going to make it. That she's going to come through all the storm. That she's going to get past all the storm. It's just for a while. And the Lord that has been keeping her, helping her till this moment, will never leave her. That I know. It's just a phase in her life.
Amen.
And thank God that she's overcoming it. And she will finally overcome at the end of it. And I want to thank all our Bodo family. I'm at work now. I just can't miss this show for anything. But I thank God. If I miss anyone, I just come back to
you catch up. Yeah, thank you,
catch up
sis. We
with it.
appreciate
I want
you.
to thank
Thank
you.
you
I want
so
to
much.
really thank you, my sister. I beg you do well. You do
Thank you,
well.
ma.
You do well.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Real good.
Amen.
I
Amen.
will chat with you later on.
All right, ma.
On
Thank
the
you very
phone.
much, sis.
Bye bye, ma. Thank
My
you.
number is on the screen in case you don't have it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I will.
If
I'll
you haven't
copy.
got it, just take it down WhatsApp. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, ma. Bye. Tani, your connection is not good. Florence, your connection is not good. If your connection is not connected properly, unfortunately, I cannot add you. Can you please disconnect and come back? Florence and Tani. I can see you, but it's saying that you are not connected, so I cannot add you. So if you come out, then try again. I think it's got something to do with your connection. Oh, Florence, you're back properly now. Right. Hi, Florence.
Yeah. Hi, hello, Auntie B. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing well. I'm a health visitor,
Oh,
and I've been listening to Favor, and I was just wondering if she has a health visitor that
uh,
supports her.
Favor, do you
And
have a
if,
head visitor? Let me ask her. She's still online.
No, no.
Your
how
child,
old are,
your second
how
child,
old are
how
the
old is
kids?
he?
Second one is 8 now.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Oh,
He
okay.
won't
So
have second
so they
visitor.
are both
They are
okay. So they
grown.
are
Yeah.
both 5 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they were like on the 5, then we can support you.
Mm.
Um, so however, the schools have school nurses,
Hmm.
and you can approach the school to find out if the school nurses are there. They can also make a referral. They can refer you, even though we can support, like everyone's calling, we can go and visit you in Birmingham and all that. But the emotional support where she can have like counseling because you've gone through trauma, you
Yeah.
know. So you need to be referred for emotional well-being. There's
Hmm.
groups as well that you can join that they can
Oh,
refer you
where
and
would they
well,
refer her to? Because she said the GP is giving her antidepressant. I'm not quite happy
yeah.
about that.
I mean, with the antidepressants, she can't just stop it like that. It needs to be monitored. It needs to, they needs to reduce it bit by bit if she wants to stop.
Gradually.
How-
Yeah.
But
Because even with the
um,
antidepressant, she's still feeling very depressed. Like I told you, she's very teary. She cries all
yeah.
the time.
So
She's low. Her mood is
yeah.
low. So I don't know what kind of
So you need,
antidepressant they got her
yeah.
on.
And like you can be with regards to, I was just thinking with regards to contact with the children, and it's threatening you and you're not happy about that, the school nurse can make a referral to children's services, or Favor, you can make a referral to children's services yourself, to say
Somebody
that you're
said
not
in the
happy.
comment section that she needs to keep all the stress if you're texting her.
Yes,
Do you have
yes.
any evidence, Favor? Is it texting you or calling you?
It's test.
Good. Don't delete any of
Yeah,
those text messages. You're
because
gonna need them.
Yeah, because even the text messages as well are traumatic, isn't it? It's like you're experiencing the whole thing all over
All over
again.
again. Yeah.
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 So you can actually go to the GP and tell the GP about what's happening. I mean, they can refer you to the community mental health team. They can support you. They can refer you for counseling. You can do talking therapist. Whichever one you feel is better for you, they can refer you. So basically, probably you need to have a good time with your GP. Sit down and have a conversation with the GP about how you're feeling. If the medication is not working, they might have to change your medication, and give you something else. Or,
Mm.
or
Yeah,
maybe you just need
I'm gonna have
counseling.
to I'm gonna speak to my family friend who's a consultant
Yeah,
psychologist,
yeah,
psychiatrist about this. I will
yeah,
talk to Favor. I didn't know this before. It's just come to
yeah.
light now that she's on medication. I will talk to her later on after the show to find out the medication she's on. And I'll speak to that
Mm,
my family friend about that to see what's the best course of action, because
mm.
medication is not always the best course of treatment.
But she also
Sometimes,
needs to be referred to like some kind of emotional support. She might
yeah,
have one to one or be in a group. And
yeah,
also, you need to be referred to, we have what is called the Freedom Program,
yeah,
you know how to deal with domestic violence, just getting the skills on how to manage domestic violence in future or even now, how to deal with that.
okay,
It's quite so there's loads of things that you can be referred to, not just the
mhm,
medication that can help you to come to terms with what you've gone through.
okay. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Florence.
Thank you. All right.
Appreciate that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We're going to explore all available options to get her to a better place. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're rounding up now. I'm still calling on if you are catching this video later, and I appreciate that a lot of people watch this later on and they are not here to watch it now while we are streaming. They watch the reruns. Please contact me if you can be of any help at all. We are looking for a support group. This is what we do when we have somebody who is vulnerable. We build a support group around them and see what help we can offer. At the moment, she's alone. She's got no friends because of the situation she's been. All the so-called friends have abandoned her. She knows nobody. She's all by herself with her two kids. And she also said that, she has some anxiety about leaving her children with someone because of past experiences that she had. She lives in Birmingham. We are trying to do everything we can to make sure that Favor gets to a better place. Please reach out. Reach out to me. That's my contact on the system. Please reach out to me. Mentor, I've got you.
Hey,
Hello, Mentor.
yeah, I'm calling from Canada.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I just have few words of encouragement. Having been there as a man, I know how it feels. I'm just going to use 30 seconds to just point out that you'll be fine. People always say you'll be fine, but believe it, you will be fine.
Hmm.
It just takes that encouragement. And my advice, I would suggest you stop taking any antidepressant medication or
I don't
whatsoever
like those.
because it's
I don't
not
like
gonna
this
help.
medication. Yeah.
The best thing you can do for yourself is to take a walk. Don't stay one place. If you stay one place and you feel like your world is coming to an end, because that's how it feels. It feels like you can't do anything.
Hmm.
Take your kids, take a walk, go to the park, then come talk. That is the
Hmm.
best way, for you to start the healing process. Don't just
Yeah.
sit one place and start thinking. And I can tell you, it happens like an addiction.
Hmm.
Even when people are telling you that it's going to be over, it's going to be over. After a couple of months, you feel like, I'm missing this man again. Maybe
Hmm.
we can work it out. Maybe we can resolve it. Maybe I'm actually the problem. Maybe we can sit and talk and then get a
Yeah.
reasonable understanding of what to do to better our lives, at least for the sake of our kids. You may be thinking of all these things, but trust me, it's not gonna get any better.
Hmm.
It's not gonna get any better. Abuse is real. It may not
Hmm.
be physical, it may also be emotional, it may be anything, many of them. It
Hmm.
comes in different ways. As a man who has experienced that, even without a job, when I was going through mine, I left my job because of this lady.
Hmm.
Yes, it happened. But I can tell you today, where I am, I walk it up. I pray to God.
Have I
I
been in
went,
contact with you before, bro? Are
no,
we?
no,
No.
no, no.
I have another gentleman with a similar story
Yeah,
on who's contacted me. Yeah.
yeah. I
Okay.
went through it all. At the time, I applied to over 700 jobs. About 100 got back to me, about 100 rejected me.
Hmm.
I'm talking of someone with a master's degree, but I got over it all.
Hmm.
I prayed. I kept on talking to people. I said, no, I have a purpose for coming here.
Amen.
And my life cannot end this way. By the end
Amen.
of the day, he who laughs last
Last
laughs
best.
best.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And fast forward to today, what I'm saying happened like 3 years ago. Fast
Only.
forward, yes, fast forward today, I've been able to secure a very high paying job and all the other qualifications you can name around it: project management, business analysis, agile, everything. I have them today. and I'm doing well. So just believe. It's all about you believing. Do not fall the victim of thinking that you can work it out and it's going to get better. That is the addiction side of it that people don't understand. When you have been abused, it feels like an addiction. You know you are not okay. You know you don't want to stay. You know you want to get out. You want to get out. And as soon as you get out, after a few weeks, you feel like, oh no, I shouldn't have. Oh, my life is coming to an end. Oh, maybe I can go back. Or maybe I can call. Or maybe I can do this. Or maybe it's my problem. Or maybe we can go for a therapy. It's not going to get any better.
Yeah.
Focus on you. Work on you. Pray. Whenever you feel like you've lost it all, stand, take a walk, come back, find a good gospel music to engage yourself in.
Yeah.
Continue to play it and
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
What is happening to you is like people don't understand it. It's only someone who has been there
Yeah.
that can relate.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You have a big fight to fight. You have a big one to fight. Just continue to pray and be positive.
Thank you.
Engage in something, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Keep on
To take
doing
your
it.
mind off it. So of
To
just
take your
sitting and
mind off
thinking
it.
about
Yeah.
the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Thank you
how
so
that's
much.
how depression, kicks in, and it's not good. It's not
Yeah.
good. And
Yeah.
actually that's what you're facing. You
Yeah.
may not know it, but that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't
Thank
stay
you
one
so
place.
much.
Yeah. All right. Stay blessed.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for sharing. It takes a lot for a man to come out and share about their own personal experience. A
Yeah.
lot of men. We had a gentleman here. I don't know how many of you can remember him the other day that was sharing, but the way you've talked, you see, I couldn't even interrupt you because you are just talking from a place of, great knowledge and insight.
Yeah.
Somebody who's been through something, but you reflected and you've come out stronger. It was
Yeah.
difficult to listen to the other brother because it was all about blaming and shaming and condemning. And and he said he didn't need any help, he doesn't need any therapy, he's a good
No,
person and all
you
that.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do. You
But
do.
you are different. The way you
You do.
sound,
Yeah.
you sound very mature. You sound like somebody who knows themselves, and you also acknowledge vulnerability. That a man can be vulnerable too to
Yeah.
abuse and all those things. Not that you say, I'm a man, I know myself. I know I'm a good person, I'm perfect. I don't is the person, it's not about shaming or blaming. It's
Yeah.
just about the process that you went through and how you got through it. Thank you so much. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate you. God
Yeah.
bless you, bro.
Stay blessed. Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you so much. Wow. We need brothers like this. I'm telling you. Look at that. Can you compare this to, you guys know? Okay, we don't compare, but you know what I mean. Very, very calm and reasonable person. Thank you very much. Now, I've got you.
Hi, Auntie B.
Hello.
This is Na from Norway, the social worker.
Right. You're
Um,
welcome.
Thank you. I didn't really get to listen to the whole show, but I just came in at the last minute to talk about the antidepressants.
Okay.
And I think we have to be very careful when we're talking about medication because
Yeah.
this is something that a doctor has assigned. And I don't think it's really a good thing to tell people to just stop it because it has adverse effects. Like the lady, the mental health nurse was saying, these kind of medications go in combination with therapy, and if it's not working, you go back to your doctor, you have a conversation. Maybe they have to adjust the medication, maybe they have to change it to a different type, all of these things, because you can't just stop it. It's going to have negative effects on you if you just
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
I have a personal experience with antidepressants. I was in a
Okay.
very bad state and
Mm-hmm.
it helped me.
Okay.
It helped me take, because it's not just the social aspect of depression, it's the biological, because there's a hormonal imbalance in your system.
Yeah.
So the medication is to work on the biology, and
Mm-hmm.
then the therapy is to work on the social.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good if you talk to the psychologist you said you were going to talk to,
Yeah.
and then please take.
It's a psychiatrist actually.
Yes, because when it comes to these kind of medications, people are very skeptical about antidepressants, and they're right to be skeptical, but they're just like any other medication. If you have a headache, you take paracetamol. If you have a stomach ache, you take something. So
Yeah.
if you have an imbalance, you
Mm-hmm.
also have medication for that.
Yeah. But it
Um,
doesn't work for everybody though. Some
no, it
people take
doesn't.
it, they get worse. Some people take it, it
Yes,
works.
yes, I agree. And that's why you have to do it in consultation with your doctor,
Yeah.
because there are several types of antidepressants. And like I'm saying, for me, I am for antidepressants because they have worked for me. They help
Mm.
me to maintain um, I was so much in my head, my emotions were um, dampened, and then I could focus on the outside and
Yeah.
be able to work on the social.
All
Um,
right. Thank you.
so
You
yeah,
made a very
so,
good point. Yeah. I
yeah.
didn't know about the medication when we spoke,
Mm,
but now that I know, yeah, we'll talk later and then I'll take it because I mean, this person I'm talking about is highly experienced. He's a consultant. He's
yeah.
been in the field for a long time here in the UK. And
Mm,
actually, I'm planning to bring him back. Yes, I'm planning to
yes.
bring him back. I brought him before. I don't know if you guys remember Dr. T. I brought him before.
Mm,
If you check my channel where we were talking about depression, he spoke about it.
mm,
And I
yes.
had a chat with him yesterday and I said, Dr. T, you have to come back. And he was like, oh, I'm happy to come. Just give me enough notice and I will come. He's a very lovely, he's a
Yeah.
friend's husband. So yeah, he will
Mm,
come back.
I.
Thank you.
Mm. Thank you
Mm,
so much, and good luck to the girl. I just came in, so I don't know who it is, but it will be fine. Like
amen.
people say, when you're
Yeah.
in the
It's
dark
favor. Her
tunnel,
name is Favor.
favor, yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot see the light when you're in the tunnel. That's
Hmm.
the problem.
Yeah.
Everybody else sees the light, only you
But you
don't see
don't.
the light.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it will take time. It will take working on yourself, working on your mental health, your
Hmm.
self confidence, building yourself, like the other people have said. And, it will
In
be
time.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
in time.
time. Time heals
Thank you
all
so
wounds.
much.
You're
I social
welcome.
work in Norway. Should I come and get a job there?
You have to learn the language before you can be a social worker.
Language? Me
Yes.
and language are not friends, so I can't learn Jack. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice
I
evening,
appreciate
Hada.
you. Yeah, bye. I respect people that can learn a second language as adult. Too. Me, I cannot learn nothing. I cannot. Ordinary house, I try to learn and learn and learn. I didn't know it. Mm. Rolla, I've got you. Hi, Rolla. Unmute yourself, please, and then
Yeah,
give
I
us.
have. I have. Okay. I just want to talk to Favor concerning that hypertension and depression. I too, I'm just coming out of it right now by myself. I've been on antidepressant for a while, and I can tell you that it doesn't help. For me, it didn't help me. It made things worse. And my hypertension went up with even the medication. They kept on increasing and changing drugs for me. But just 9 days ago, I found a doctor on YouTube. He's a nephrologist. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, he's a nephrologist, and he talked about fasting to heal yourself. And that was exactly what I did. I started 9 days
Fasting.
ago. Yeah, water
Fasting.
fasting. Yes, water
Wow.
fasting. I've been water fasting now for the past 9 days. And I can tell you that for eight
What?
days now, I have not taken my blood pressure drugs. I tried to take it on the second day, and my blood pressure went down.
What do you mean by water fasting? You've not eaten food for 9 days?
Yes, I have not, and I feel so good.
Oh, no, that's dangerous, please.
It's not
Mm-mm.
dangerous. You
It
just
is.
go and watch Dr.
No,
Fung
no, no,
on
no, no, no,
YouTube.
no. We don't go with any doctor that just come with anything because what works for you might not
He's
work for another
he's a
person.
medical doctor.
It
I'm
doesn't
not talking
matter.
about just anybody.
It
This is
doesn't
working
matter.
for me.
Yeah, it works for you doesn't mean it will work for everybody. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
For somebody
okay,
not to eat for 9 days and be doing water fasting, fasting is good,
but
but
people
water
do it
fasting
for
for
21
9 days.
days. It's healed me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking the drug. My blood pressure is at 120/77 right now. I've not taken any antidepressants. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse in Denmark. What we call
Yeah,
shift bias. So I know what I'm talking about. But
yeah.
if you're open to doing research, to check, to search about water fasting, and this person that's talking is a nephrologist, is a doctor.
It's okay,
So,
Rola. I understand what you're
okay.
trying to say, okay?
Yeah,
You say
well,
it's worked for
I
you,
think
your blood pressure
it
has
might
come
help
down.
her. It might help her. So that's
Okay.
all.
All right. Thank you. I understand what you're trying to say. I'm not trying to be rude or anything,
No,
but
no, 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 no.
you can't
No.
just say that because something works for you, it's going to work for everybody, or
Okay.
that you recommend it. No, it's dangerous to put that information and say because you found somebody on YouTube that told you to fast on water for 9 days and then you can't recommend that. No, it might not work for everybody. If somebody's on another medication and you tell them not to eat for 9 days and be doing water fasting, it might actually be very dangerous. So we don't just pull facts or medical or whatever that the kind of doctors they have in the US. They have doctors all over the world on YouTube that will recommend all sorts. They all make money from all these things. So what works for you might not work for another person. So please let's not put any knowledge out there or whatever you do that is working for you and say people should do it. Okay. Let people go to their doctor to get what works for them. Fasting is good, but water fasting for 10 days, 9 days, I don't know about that. I'm trying to play safe here. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. No, there's no problem about that. It's just that I wanted to share what I have experienced and how I'm trying to cope with it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not
Okay.
saying she should go all in and start it if she has not been as fasting before, and you can't just go into it. So I was just trying to say what has happened. It's healed me, and that's what I'm trying to say. But it
Okay.
may not work for any other person, and I'm not trying to force people to do so.
No,
and,
I didn't say you're trying to force people.
thank you for listening
Information.
to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're trying to force people, but don't just put information out there
Mm.
because it's something that you're doing that is working. Because some people they just take any information and run with it. Okay, so it's
Okay.
dangerous to put information out there and just say, "I'm looking for somebody to block." Where is that person I'm looking for to block now? Has disappeared. Where are you? Let me block. Give you a serious block for coming here to tell me what not. Okay. Yeah. So Rola, what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that you know what? When it comes to these things, we have to be very, very careful. All right. Some people
Yeah.
were coming and saying that people should come off the medication. Other people came and said, no, don't come off it. You can't just come off it abruptly. You need to consult your doctor. So anything that has to do with science, medicine, medication, whatever, fasting, diet, fads, all these things, we need to be careful. Not putting information out there because some people will take it and run with it and say, somebody said on Antibi's show that they did 9 days fasting. Somebody can do 9 days fasting and they will not even survive. They can die. So we have to
Yeah.
be careful because you don't know what their underlying other illnesses are. But because they heard you saying that 9 days water fasting is curing you of your high blood pressure, they can take it and run with it. So we have to be very careful. That's what I'm saying.
But it's because this is it's a study and it's been done and it's factual. So I'm not just talking from somewhere that because some doctors says they are doctors and I'm a registered nurse myself, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just throwing it out there; it's already out there. So that's just what I just threw it to try to tell her if she's able to. She's not supposed to just go into fasting like that if she's not used to it. People fast for a day, 24 hours, 48 hours, and start and go and just take it from there. So
Okay.
yeah, that's just it. I'm not throwing it out there. It's out there already. And many
Okay.
people have been doing it and getting their healing from there. So, but if people want knowledge, let them go ahead and try. His name is Dr. Fung. You can find.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rola. I'm trying to we're trying to get some help for favor. And yeah, Thank you so much for everyone that have contributed and put encourage favor in one way or the other. I'm sure she's feeling a little bit better. Like I said, we are looking for people that will form a support group around her. This is what we are doing. Somebody has been asking me if I have a Ghana support group. Somebody has been asking me in the comments if I have a Ghana support. If you are in Ghana and you want a support group for Ghana, by all means, reach out. This is what we are doing. The point is that wherever somebody is and they need help, by the time we already have this support group on ground, then when somebody comes there from there and they have an issue, then they can rally around them. We have a London one, we have a Germany one now, and we have a Canadian one. Stand up for Canada. Canada, una too impress me. Una matter, na another time I go judge am. I go judge una matter. Canada. Una too much. We're rounding up. Yeah. Miss Oladipo, you back again.
Yes, ma'am. I had to wait until my husband went to work to talk about my previous situation. I,
Oh, okay,
I
we
didn't
are
want.
rounding up now.
Yeah, I can say
Actually.
this really, really quick on a synopsis of what the social workers are saying. Like, I'm a military veteran, so yes, of course, the moment that you go there and seek help, um, Favor may not have the certain resources, but that's why my husband just authorized me to send her whatever. Yes, he said that girl, she could come here. Now, I said, look, we're not talking about that. We're just trying to figure out. He thought that she wanted to go home, and Kahinde said,
Home where?
send her the money today. But nonetheless, I really wanted to tell the people, and I'll keep it really, really brief. And I was okay. Somalian, married to a Belgian, and literally was stuck. He took my passport. I never even knew where it was the whole time I was married to him. Um, certain, maybe not abuse. It wasn't physical, but it was more
Was it
mental.
black or white?
Audu Billahi Minash Shaitani Rajim was a Somali.
Oh.
My grandfather. He was
You
more
had
than
to
black.
quote some. You
He
had to
was
quote some
more than
Arabic.
Ma'am, he was
Yeah.
more than black. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I had
Oh
to
my
ask my
God.
Lord.
I
I,
can't laugh. You're so funny.
Bismillah. No, only thing what I was saying is A'udhu Billahi Minash
It was
Shaitani Rajim.
Bismillah. You have to go to
No.
Bismillah for this one.
It literally means in English, I seek refuge in my Lord alone against every wiles of the
Hmm.
devil.
Hmm.
Everything that he could do, even personally.
Were you living in that country at that time?
No, I was in Brussels at the
I
time. My
see.
husband was in New York and he used to travel back and forth, but that's because he was a translator for the UN. I didn't
I
want to say
see.
this. I didn't want to say this before Auntie when Kahinde was here because he I try not we have
You know
I
he
have
can watch this video again and hear you, right?
I will do believe he know. Uh, oh, I gonna block. I'm gonna go his phone
That's what
tonight. I'm
I
gonna
used to do.
go
That
his
when I
phone
say
tonight.
something, I say, I pray my husband doesn't listen to this. He
No,
doesn't
he
need to
don't
hear
watch.
this.
He doesn't watch YouTube. That's why I was thinking. I'm not saying
Oh.
my husband is ignorant. He's great. He's an engineer. In
Hmm.
fact, he's doing the project management right now, and so he had to leave. But when I was talking to you earlier, I was just trying to give Favor some general. I really was logging on just to get her Cash App, but then I was in the studio. I was like, "What happened?" Okay. Nonetheless, while he was here, I asked Kahinda, can we give her some assistance or assistance? He said, is she Niger? I said, yeah. And after we got off, I told him the story. He doesn't watch YouTube. My husband
I
doesn't
see.
do he come on. Anybody with like I'm
Okay,
just
so
saying.
what do you have to say? Because I need to.
Okay.
We need to
Yeah,
round
let me
up.
go back to the
Focus. Focus.
okay, yeah, because I'm getting off. I'm so grateful that I got a Niger husband. When I tell you, girl, ma'am, I was married to the wrong person for 21 years and stayed
Wow.
single. Literally, I stayed single for 9 years. I
Wow.
celibate, nothing, nobody into me. When I met Kahinde. And we just became friends. We was friends for a couple of years. But back to the situation that's similar to Favors.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, mom, took my passport upon entry into the house. She said, I just want to keep it for safekeeping. And I was thinking, I was only 19 at the time. I was like, yeah, okay, no problem. because my grandmother and my aunties knew his family. And we were all solid. Like, my family, my mom, I can move about because I'm from the States, but I make a lot of moves for my other family members. Well, they gave me a husband. I didn't know this. See, it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
I was a,
Are you a Muslim?
yeah. No, now I'm a Christian.
Oh,
Now
you converted.
ah,
Okay.
oh, do
Okay,
what?
so I'm gonna have to let you go because I got
No, no,
one
no.
last person.
I just want to say the really, really last thing is that I was stuck
Mm-hmm.
in Belgium in 2000 before the
Mm-hmm.
Y2K thing was coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, no passport. I walked my little black ass over there, excuse me, over there to the US
Passport.
embassy. Yes, ma'am. I stood out front. It even was closed. I stood out front until I came in the morning. It was about 7 a.m. and they didn't open until 8 or 9.
She's so
I stood out
funny.
front. I'm
Also
just gonna,
honest, honestly, she's making me laugh. The way
I'm
she even
telling
narrates
you
the
what
story.
God loves
Before you say
people.
anything, she said Bismillah.
Because I fear my Lord. I'm still afraid of God, because I know one day we gonna have to meet Him. So I don't care what religion you are. We all gonna meet the same Lord. Watch, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, amen. So amen. Yeah, but I love the pen. Oh, I love the church I go to now.
So what was the last thing you were going to say? You get
Yeah,
carried
yeah.
away
So I was
again.
at the embassy and I literally just walked in there and told them I'm here from abroad. I have no resources. I don't even have my passport. They
That's
gave
American Embassy in Belgium.
Oh, they gave me a fingerprint, and I didn't even have no social security card or nothing. I gave them my number and rolled my fingerprint. They
That's
printed me a
America for you.
they printed me a passport on the spot. And my
Ah,
my
clap for
father,
America.
mm-hmm,
Hmm.
mm-hmm, my father, who's a Somalian,
Mm-hmm.
was able to transport to America with me because I didn't have no papers.
Oh
Uh-huh.
my
And my
goodness.
father has been in the United States since then. Uh-huh.
Wow. So
Since then.
you left his house
He
in
never
Belgium.
returned. He never returned, no.
You left him there.
Yep. No, he is successful here in the States because he just got well, he didn't leave me here. He just gave me to my grandma, my mother's mother,
No,
who's in
I mean
America.
your ex that you were with for 21 years.
Oh, I just turned my back and filed my paperwork and just I went through a lawyer. My
Imagine
uncle.
if women can just walk into Nigerian embassy with their fingerprint and they will help them and get them home if they want to go back home and all that.
Oh,
That would be so great.
no, they didn't give me a free flight. Please don't think that America
But they gave you a
actually.
passport.
They
Did they
gave
not
me
give you a
my
passport?
Yeah, they gave me my papers.
Do
That
you know
was
what
it.
you have to go through to get your Nigerian
But
passport here?
as soon sister, Auntie B, let me tell you, they printed that thing that same day. I still was homeless on the street that same day with the passport. I was laughing to myself because my uncle had to pay $70 just to Western Union me $100. He said, "Stuckfiller, what type of juju is this? What
So
kind
how
of
did you get home? How did you get home with your dad? How did you go
no,
to the
so
US?
my father, okay, so and then my father was in Antwerp right away. And then once they knew I had the visa to go back home, I had my passport. It was no issue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say visa. My passport,
Mm-hmm.
boom. My daddy just texts me a freaking code. He was like, "This is your flight number. You'll be in JFK at this time." Boom, boom, boom.
And you were home. And you were
Even
home.
when I was homeless in New York. Even when I arrived to New York,
Okay. I have to
I
let you
was
go
stuck.
absolutely now. Yeah. Thank
Just
you
be
so
encouraged.
much.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to encourage Favor. I know there's some diplomatic issues that may, but I
Yeah.
stuck there for 9 extra years after the abuse began, just because
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't know
Yeah.
what outlets. But God is present, ever present, everywhere we are. He's looking at his children. It's a real thing. Yes.
Amen. Thank
Amen,
you.
somebody. Amen. The Lord
Thank
is
you.
watching. He's still on the throne. I'm telling you.
Amen.
I'm telling
Amen.
you.
Thank you. Thank you
Amen.
so much. Oh my God. If you want to listen to this Mitch Quell, Mrs. Oladipo, we will not live here today. I've got you.
Hi, hi.
Hi.
I've been wanting to speak, to you, but sometimes I don't know when when you're in live show. Though I didn't start early, but I just looked at the messages about the pastor. To be honest, I didn't catch all the story. I think I need to go back, but I just want to like say to Favor that just like what the two other previous people said, that there's always hope. To be honest. my sister have been through. She went through hell in the UK here, and I I had an encounter with a pastor, which I don't. Of course, I wouldn't say a lot now because you don't have time. But when they
Yeah,
are
we're
those,
running
they
up. Just
when
summarize what you want to say to
but
favor so we can
so
end.
I'm saying that referring to what the last man said about there's always hope. We all
Mm-hmm.
have to, we can't lose hope because that's we always feel we haven't got any other hope like hope where all hope is lost, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
is not. And
Yeah.
from my own experience, there's always a door out there. You just need to believe. You just need to not look back.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a door out there that is open for you,
Yeah.
and we don't have to. That's another thing. We women, we have to take our power back.
Yeah.
We have to take our power back because we can't give all the power to someone else, not even just women. Like depending on someone feeling, well, this person, nothing is gonna happen. They take advantage of that. I think there's a spirit behind that that
Yeah.
make that that's a spirit that makes them feel like a god. So we need to take the power back. So I'm saying, like, that's always hope out there. There's always something
Amen.
out there. There's always
Mm-hmm.
something from
Mm-hmm.
where I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
God always has something out there for us. The universe has
Yeah.
something out there. And in fact, they put us through some things to make us go through the right path. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like something happened to us for us to go to the right path because we might not actually be in the right path. That is
Yeah.
what I believe. That is from my
Mm-hmm.
own experience. That is what I believe.
Yeah.
So I say to Favor that, to be honest, you'll be fine. There's so many
Amen.
things out. There's so many things out there for you. So many you can't believe. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So
Yeah.
that's
Thank
what I
you.
want to say to Favor. Yeah. Mm.
Thank you. Where are you from, ma?
I'm originally from Nigeria.
I don't like
Yeah.
when people say I'm originally. You are in Nigeria. Which one is
Well,
originally?
well, I say this because I think we are used to
A
it.
lot of
Like
people
when
say that I'm
you see, I
originally.
think
You are in
it's
Nigeria.
not.
Which one is
See,
originally?
okay. See, I think because we are used to like when someone like it's not, you know what I mean. Ask you where are you
A
from?
lot
When you
of
you say,
Africans do that. I'm
ah,
originally. I'm a
I,
Nigerian. I'm not
I,
originally anything.
I
I'm a
think
Nigerian.
we
Yeah, a lot of people
unconsciously,
say that.
I
Yeah, a lot
think we
of people say that.
unconsciously
They
say
say
it.
I'm
I think
originally. Now you are British. Oh yeah,
no,
you
no,
are
no,
from the
no,
US.
no, no, no. I think it's an unconscious. I think it's an
I'm
unconscious response.
originally from Nigeria. I
Yeah.
am a
So
Nigerian, not originally fake.
I'm in Nigeria though.
Yes, we are in
I'm from
Nigeria.
eastern
We
part
should be
of Nigeria.
proud. We should be
I'm
proud.
from
Your name
east.
sounds like a Calabar name. That's why. Maybe it's just you just
No,
ma
no, no.
ma.
I'm not Calabar. I'm
You are
Igbo.
Igbo. Okay, I'm
Yeah, I'm
looking
not
for my
Igbo.
in-laws. That's why I thought you're one of
Okay,
them.
okay. Are you Calabar?
No, my husband is.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not
Thank
from.
you
I'm not
very much,
Calabar.
my
All
sister.
right
You
then.
know, you are a
All right
Nigerian,
then.
I
You're well.
beg.
Yes,
Take
I am.
care. Thanks for
All
your
right then. Take care. Okay then.
contributions.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. All right then. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, we are rounding off now. We've done 3 hours. Thank you so much, everyone that's contributed, that's shared words of encouragement. Those of you that will be picking this story up later, we are looking for a support group around Favor. We want to be able to help her the same way you guys gathered in the UK for Ella. We've got another situation here. By the grace of God, I know that you guys are you're gonna come out strong. Whether you live in the UK, you live in the US, in Canada, wherever you are, if God lays it in your heart that you want to support, just a word of encouragement is enough sometimes. It doesn't have to be visiting. Those of us who are on grant, I can drive to Birmingham, to go and see her. And I'm sure I will get a lot of people to follow me. But you don't need to even be physical. It's just somebody to give a call to say, are you okay? How are you? Have you eaten? How are the kids? Things like that. Just a support. Just a support. Very, very, very important. Please contact me. Oh, look at Birmingham is only 2 hours, 21 minutes. I've just checked it. Driving is 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I beg, we go Birmingham. Yeah, so please reach out to me. My contacts are on the screen. This is about how we can support her. She feels so scared. She's feeling very low in her mood. She's on medication. And you men that watch this and you say we are bashing men. How do you feel if your sister was hale and hearty? She came all the way from Nigeria to marry a man in the UK. Now she's on antidepressants. She's got hypertension. Do you honestly tell me that this man represents men? No, he doesn't. I always say that a man like this, that this lady has described, does not represent the man. If you say that this man is your brother, he represents you, and the way he has treated her is okay, then I accept that we are bashing. Okay? But I don't want to believe that because there are still good men out there. So he's not the rule, he's an exception, right? So we're here to look for support around Favor. What can we do to support her? She needs to get her feet on the ground. She needs to feel better emotionally, mentally. I'm going to speak to Sidu later on about, going to court about that restraining order to put it back on. And whatever we can do to support Favor, please reach out to me. You got my contact on the screen right now. My phone number is there. My email is there. Please reach out to me. And we are going to do. We've done it before. We did it in London. We've done it in Ireland. By the grace of God, we've done it in Germany. We've done it in Canada. Canada's testimony is coming up. So Birmingham is a small place, 2.5 hours from London. We will do it by the grace of God. If God lays it in your hearts, don't forget that this is a seed that you are sowing. Okay? Whatever you do to help your fellow brother, the Bible says it that how can you say you love God when you've not loved your brother and your sister that you see? No. First of all, show that love to your brother. Show that love to Favor. Okay? Reach out to me. Let's build a support around her. Let's see how we can support her to be better, to get to a better place, to be more confident, to be sound mentally, emotionally. She's been through a lot. A lot of people are saying, oh, just be strong, just do this, it's not so easy. People heal differently. Okay? It might be easy for you to just pick up the pieces of your life and go back to school and do all that. But for some people, their route is different. Okay? So, but we are going to be there. We're going to be supportive and we need people. And by the grace of God, the first person who was here today, Angela, has already reached out to me. And she's on my WhatsApp as I speak. Oh my God. And I know that many more people are going to come forward. She says she doesn't have friends. She will have friends. She go tire by the grace of God. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. And if you're catching this later, please pray for Favor. She's your sister, she's your friend, she's your younger one, she's an orphan, she hasn't got parents as well. She's got 2 kids and she has been dealt with a very bad blow, all because of marriage. And lastly, I'm just going to say, my people, teach your children, your girls, that marriage is desirable, but they shouldn't die in a marriage. They shouldn't endure abuse. Teach your sons never to raise their hands on a woman, never to abuse, curse, say words that will bring a woman down, tear her down, or even lay their hands on them. And remember, as parents, whatever we do, we are teaching our children. We are modeling for our children what they will be tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. And know that God has been helping us, will continue to help us on this platform. I'm just going to leave you here tonight. Give this video a thumbs up. And I will speak to you in my next video. Favor, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Do you still have you want to say something before we sign off tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for their moral support and everything. I just want to thank you. I appreciate. God bless you.
Amen.
And thank you very much, Auntie, too. Thank you very much. I appreciate. May God take you to higher places in Jesus' name.
Amen. You're going to be okay. All these tears, is a sign of, depression, low mood and all that, crying every minute. It's not your portion, no. It's not your portion. It's not your portion. This is not you. You were not like this 10 years ago. You were not like this 5 years ago. It's the things that happened to you made you like this now. Before you can say 2-3 words, you are already crying. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. You are going to be okay. You will be okay.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll talk. All right. Have a good evening, my love. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, sis. Have a good evening too. God
All
bless.
right. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to draw the curtains here tonight, my people. Yeah, we're going to do everything we can to support her. We will, by the grace of God. Help me. I can't do this by myself. Thank you to everyone that has been helping. Thank you for people that send messages. You ask for numbers. You want to speak to her. You want to do this. You want to do that. People that send things, that send money, they send everything. The support is immense. It is just God. And I pray that as many people that have supported all these people that have come on this channel, all these women that have come broken, hearts, abused, traumatized, see, your reward is here and in heaven. God will reward you. Your children will not be victim of abuse. Your life will go higher and higher. As you have sold in love and kindness, the Lord will remember you. Your labor of love will not go unrewarded in Jesus' name. Thank you so much to everyone that's reached out, to all the women that come on this platform. I cannot even thank you guys enough. I can't do this by myself, but you guys have made it so, you made it so rewarding. You made it, oh my God, thank you. God bless you. I will be back on Sunday. I have another lady coming on Sunday, and her own case is different. It's different, but still, hey, may God help us. Women are going through a lot, oh. Women are going through so much. You guys have no idea. But it is well. One woman at a time, one man at a time, as much as they come forward. Don't let anybody tell you to keep quiet, oh. Sorosoke is this generation. If you keep quiet, your problem will stay with you. You don't need to die in silence. You don't need to die with that depression. There is help available. Speak up. Seek help. And by the grace of God, the help will come in Jesus' name. Adama, I see you. Thank you so much, sis. God bless you. I love you guys very much. Have a good evening, and I will see you on Sunday night. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you very much. Love you guys. Bye bye.